Greetings and welcome to Rollstream. I'm RKDM. Tonight we are running the Burning Path. Sans one player. Barry is not with us. He's not well, so he's out. So we're doing an alternative storyline, which involves Avery playing Cinder and Christina playing Nimue. So we are in the city of Vane Gate. Um, and let us begin with you guys out and about doing your daily chores, as it were. Whatever it is you might want to be doing, you can tell me. Here's your chance to be creative and come up with some cunning thing that Cinder and Nimue might be involved in doing together. It could be at the Daughters of Twilight, or it could be in some other fashion or context. It's up to you. But it's in the city of Vangate.
Uh, can I suggest something if you're open to it, Christina?
Okay.
Um, Cinder is just taking you around the city as he does an errand. We're on our way back to the Doors of Twilight. He has just dropped off some things at Drazael's place. Basically, so he has furnished Jurgen with a new axe, since it's kind of like seems to be the sort of thing where it's a gift that they wouldn't turn down, and Zale would appreciate his enforcer having an improved weapon.
So I'm going to throw in something there. You're going to be going to visit Drizel soon anyway. So
Okay, yeah.
we could possibly turn that around so that whatever you're doing now is before you go to do that. That's what you're planning to do.
Okay.
Which then begs the question of what are you doing? You could be in a carriage on your way to Drizel's. That would totally
Oh yeah,
work.
that works.
Yeah. Okay. All right, very good. So you're sitting in a carriage and you're traveling through the Drube at the present, having come down from Granaldare and across the bridge, and you look out through the grilled window of the carriage, which you have vetted to make sure that it's not a mimic.
Hmm.
I'm sure.
We didn't hear that. We didn't experience that ourselves, but if we heard, we definitely would have heard about it.
Absolutely. I think that any information like that, any updates to the sorts of things that are going on would
Hmm.
filter out through the Burning Path network so that
Hmm.
everybody has the latest intel as to what those dirty Barakyle are up to, and, what they might get up to. So what things to watch out for. You've got your own little astral message boards, whatever.
Yeah. That's just Sornel.
Just a sonal passing around.
Uh,
Right.
uh,
Right. Writing in yeah. Fair enough. Actually, that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Someone should invent a set of books that you can distribute, and whoever writes in the book, everybody else can see in their books too. That'd be
I
quite a cool magic
mean,
item.
that seems like the sort of thing that Barakyle would have.
It does, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, it does. Um, that being said, it would also be heavily encrypted, so you'd probably have to have passwords to get in. Either that, or you have to be able to threaten the the, the fiends that protect them,
Hmm.
um, whatever fashion. Anyway, okay, so you've got this axe that you've prepared for Jorgen,
Hmm.
and you're on your way to see Drizael.
Hmm.
You're rattling along in your wagon, your carriage. You make perception checks if you like.
Okay.
Wait, fine. I'll find it this way.
Hmm.
Sorry, it's just not quite. Uh,
I
yeah,
see someone's been rolling some dragon chess.
yeah, yeah. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Oh, no, that's
33. Wow, I'm gonna have to think of something quite seriously worth it now. Um, all right, yes.
a
So,
10.
Cinder, you're obviously paying attention to the wrong things at present, or different things at
I
least.
think I'm just looking in totally the opposite direction.
There's no right or wrong in that. But Nimue with a 33, you notice that there is a red feathered hawk um, that you've seen on three different occasions on your journey so far, having left the Daughters of Twilight. Um, at this point, Nimue, you can make an intelligence, just an intelligence check. It's not really investigation. It's more just a putting things together.
Intelligence. Where are you hiding?
If you have to ask that, then
I asked her where it was hiding.
you found it 11. Okay. Um, yeah, you're a bit puzzled, and Cinder, you can make an insight check.
11.
Oh my God. Okay. Never mind then. Well, that all passes. You
Mm.
rattle on. I don't know what you're talking about at this point, but you know, jump in there with some dialogue.
What do you think of the city so far?
Very busy. Very crowded.
It is, but it is not necessarily a bad thing.
I prefer the trees.
Can't say I blame you.
All right, so you head up out of the Droob and you're heading up now to Raxtharsis, where Thrasis, the dwarven district, is. And um, tell me about this blade, this axe that you've made for Jurgen.
So basically, it does copy the dwarven style,
Okay,
um, and it is not made to be ostentatious, except let me rephrase that. It is not meant to look especially amazing to the trained eye, but it's trying to look like it's something that's
functional.
basically, no, what I'm going for is like I want to look like somebody's done a moderately good job at making it look like an axe that's a little bit trying to look a little bit fancier than it actually is, but underneath that, it's actually incredibly functional.
Right. Okay. Is it because Jurgen's axe, I think he's got like a it's a in my brain it's a battle axe that can be used with one or two hands, like a
Uh,
versatile axe. Is that a D&D thing, a versatile
that that
axe?
that that is yeah, that's battle axes are versatile.
Yeah, versatile.
Basically, like Cinder just kind of like looked at the he spent a bit of time there, so he's looked at the axe, looked at Jurgen,
Right.
based on his own experience, made a couple of adjustments,
Right.
um, and basically pretty much went to copy the approximate weight and length and everything, so it should be a pretty comfortable fit with very little having to get used to it.
Right. And you know that Jurgen, he's rarely without his axe. It tends to be it's like a bearded axe in a
Mm,
dwarven style, and he hooks it over
mm,
his shoulder, so it just sort of sits over his shoulder with the blade
mm,
facing backwards. So he's just got the handle there
mm,
a
mm,
lot of the time. And yeah, so that's what you've noticed. All right, so you travel up through to Thrasis and you go past the Temple of Moradin actually on the way there.
mm,
Um, and you can see the Broken Oak Tavern as you turn left, head down one of the alleyways or roads towards Drizel's home.
mm.
Um, and you get to the gate, and I'm gonna suggest that you have sent message ahead to say that you're going to be here at a specific time.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to drop off something and make sure that it gets to the recipient.
Yeah,
Probably less that we're going to be here at a specific time, but it's more what is an appropriate time, a convenient time for us to drop by.
right. Okay. Um, all right. So when you get there, your carriage pulls up, and the carriage driver jumps off and walks around the side to the door and opens your fancy, well, solid carriage door. It's probably not that fancy.
Yeah,
Um,
it's probably just like a tidy, functional carriage.
Imagine that there are like three tiers of carriages, and tier one is like the elite, fancy, golden fucking crafted ones with, dripping in finery, and this is probably like a tier two or a three.
Maybe lower tier two, upper tier three.
Yeah, yeah, somewhere in that lower range where it's functional and solid.
Hmm.
Yep, okay. And you hop out of the carriage and your feet touch down on the mud wet street. Um, and the slider and the door opens up and you can see the fierce eyes of this dwarf peer through. Ah, it's you! Been expecting you. Shh, closes again and then the gate begins to swing open.
Hmm.
I know you. Do I know her?
You have not met this one before.
Ah, well then, it'll be a pleasure to meet you, lass. Pulls the gate open, hauls it open, revealing
Hmm.
the interior courtyard, or rather, I suppose the outer courtyard, interior to the outer wall, um, and the statue of Moradin and its little wishing well that's
Hmm.
next to it. Well, the master's waiting for you. He's around.
Of course.
There'll be food and drinks on the table if that's what you wish. I hope you
That
have
is
an
appreciated.
empty belly. He's brought
Thank
in
you.
a hey, brought in a fine roast steak. You had that before?
No,
Oh
can't
well,
say I have.
you'll be in for a treat then. If you like food of the Underdark and the Banakaya. Oh yes, something special for you. Closes the gate behind you as you come through.
Hmm.
It's locked.
As we go past, given what I know about Drizael, I am going to just stop and flick a coin into the fountain.
Mm-hmm. All right, very good. You can have inspiration.
Oh, thank you. It looks like I already have it. I kind of like just glance over at Nimue, like, then at the fountain, like, yeah,
Follow
it's
suit.
It follows
I
suit. All
get
right.
the hint.
Well, you get
Follow
inspiration
suit.
then. You can have the inspiration that Cinder didn't get because he already has it. So
And
there's
thank
that.
you.
Yeah. All right. Um, what's going on here? That's not right, is it?
He a little flower.
Do, 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 do. All right then. Okay, so you head in, and Drazael is indeed, well, he's standing actually talking to Jurgen as it happens. Does Drazael know what you're dropping off? And does Jurgen? I'm assuming Jurgen probably doesn't. Be a surprise for him, but or is this a surprise for both of them? And
I think I probably have like there's probably some other business that we're expecting to discuss, like, probably still setting up the forge, so they're probably just expecting it to be business as usual.
right, in that matter, then, Drazael has in fact also invited you here for something that he wants to discuss with you. Um, and you can make another insight check, just as a this is a retroactive insight check. Hope you roll better than the fucking what was it you rolled?
Uh, I got a 17 this time.
17 this time. It's better than 11.
Let, yeah,
Um,
I can't get much better than that.
there's something about the tone of his voice and the specific wording that he uses that just makes you think, oh, this is some Forbidden District shit. This
Mm,
is some Barrack Isle Forbidden District shit. He's just, yeah. So you're kind of internally already prepared for that
mm,
as a possible topic of
mm.
conversation. It does seem to have slightly more weight to it for some reason. It almost, would you roll 17? Almost a
Yeah.
personal weight.
Mm. Okay.
Um, so when you go through the house, and Nimue, of course, you've never been here before. And do you have your VTTs open? You're above VTTs?
I do
Yep.
actually.
Excellent. Excellent. Um, let me Where are we? We are in Raxthasis. Over here, Therasis, Drazael's house. So we're going to have a quick look over there and see what it looks like. That should be loading up.
Yep, it's not the right character, but it's
Oh,
that's fine.
old. That's an old thing. Who are we? We're Cinder and
Nimue.
Nimue.
oh, can't search scenes for characters. Remember that. Cinder.
I got doorways.
Yep. And
Oh,
you are
there's something.
Nimue. Nimue. Why are you not coming up, Nimue? If I need to reload because I have redone the thing with the people and the players and the characters and the active and the not active and now active and so forth. Nimue. There you go. All right, let's stick you on there. Now you should be able to see. Okay, so that's the wishing well. And you guys head through to the hallway and you move through the house and you see through different rooms as you go. And you come outside onto the balcony, whereupon you find Drazael, who may or may not have a token. We'll find out in a second. Doesn't really matter. It's just for the sake of hang on, I'll just put a couple of dwarves in there. That'll work. uh, uh, uh. What the? All right, these are just random tokens. They don't even look like dwarves. What the hell? That one does actually, not too bad. And this can be the other guy because he's got red hair. Oh wait, what the hell? That's not what I asked for. Anyway, I'll just use the same one. There we go. Okay. Oh, actually, that does work. He's got red hair. Cool. All right. So dwarf, the first one with the blue token, that's Drazael, and then the other one is what's his face? Jurgen, standing over there. Yeah. I can even rename them. Oops, that's too many S's. Okay, very good. So he's sitting there, and a couple of servants come out and continue to feed you, bring out food and put it on the table around here. As you come through, and Josiah looks up and turns around as you come in. Ah, my old friend Cinder. And who's this you have with you?
This is Nimue. She is a trusted companion and incredibly competent.
You see. Well, that's good. You might need some help. Oh,
I had
incidentally,
a feeling.
what's that you're carrying?
It is a gift for your subordinate. I'm sure that it will help him assist you.
He looks up to the servant that's just put the food on the table. You hear that, Rickens? You've got a gift.
No, sorry, no, I meant Jurgen.
Oh, sorry, Rickens. You'll have to go back to the kitchen. You'll have to get back on that ladle. Never mind. I'll buy you something later. I'm sure it'll be fine. Off you go now. Let me
I
make a list.
imagine that he would not have much use for this. Not at least not as much as Jurgen would.
Wrapped in some fine cloth, I see. I'm just guessing here. It's not in a box or something.
It's probably not especially fine, but it's stuff that's not Cinder's not going to spend too much money on this, but basically he's going to make sure to transport it respectfully to the weapon.
So it could be in a wooden, like a flat wooden box, or it could be, with hinges, or it could be
Probably just wrapped up in cloth,
wrapped up in cloth. Okay.
but like not bad cloth, but not too nice either. He's
All
not
right.
going to like go out and buy silk for it.
Jurgen comes up and stands behind Storg and Drazael. I should put him on a chair. There you go. He's on a chair now. Um, I hate that you spin the tokens
Yeah.
around. Um, yeah, he looks over his shoulder and he looks up at you. And of course, Jurgen has this glass eye. One of his eyes is a piece of glass. Um, and he looks up at you. What's all this then?
Hmm. It's something that I think you'll appreciate. And Cinder just offers it up to him.
He looks to Drazael, sort of like, "Can I? Should I? Is this what you want me to do?" And Drazael, "Go on, Jurgen. Cinder's given you a gift. You can't not take it." Aye. So Jurgen walks around to the other side and picks it up off the table. I imagine you put it sort of somewhere there.
Probably, yeah.
Um, and he unwraps it. It's an axe. He looks up at you.
Yes.
He hefts it up. It's a fine axe. Give me a look at that, says Drazael. He turns it around and shows it. See the haft, the blade, edging. It's fine work. Well made. Where's the maker's mark on it? Who is this? I've never seen anything like it, says Drazael. That's not dwarven work. It looks like it at first glance, but not if you look carefully. You'd know because here you'll see there's none of that. And he goes into some detailed.
They do know he's a smith, to be fair.
Right, right. And Jurgen looks up. You make this.
Yes. Un At the end of the under the grip, at the very end, that's where the maker's mark is.
Tilts it upside down and looks at it. That's your maker's mark, all right. I see. Well, I thank you. And he puts it on its half and leans on it. As it, I look forward to shedding its virginity.
Such a way with words. In any event, you protect Drazael, and Drazael is a benefactor to me. I believe it all works out.
I see. Well, I thank you. He nods. He steps back again, takes a position over here. Well, that's mighty kind of you there, Cinder of the Forge. Now we know why you're called that, eh? You do a lot of smithing these nights and days.
Whenever I am not doing anything more pressing.
Ah, well, if you survive this next one, I'll consider throwing some cash at you for a set of fine armor. I'd like some plate. Had enough of chain. I wear it most days under my coat, but you know, it's good. It's good enough. Good enough. But sometimes you want something real nice going out, shiny metal to be dripping off you. Make sure everyone knows not to come near you, you know? The sort of thing that you look at and you think, I'm not getting a blade through that, you know? Whether you've got chain mail underneath your clothes, people look at you and they think, oh, I could probably take him on, I could stab him and I'll probably kill him, you know? And they don't know, they don't find out until it's too late. But with a set of plate armor, they don't even come near you because they know, they already know they have no chance at all. What do you think about that?
I think that is quite reasonable. So for the materials, mithril, adamantine, or something else? Or
Oh,
both.
you have a lot of access, don't you? Oh, yeah. I
Uh,
hope you're not
he,
expecting me to supply that. I'll supply you
I
a coin.
coin is sufficient.
Tell me, you have access to adamantine.
At a game we have had this, yes, Drizael. We have discussed it
Are
before.
you and Cinder?
Hmm,
Okay. Hmm. Well, we'll talk more about that.
of course.
I've had some word from my contacts, you see. It's about the district. You know the one.
Of course.
And you know those wizards been going back in there again. They're still harping about their Tower of Art, but there's been no progress on that. Not in some time. However, the dogs of Bandar have reported seeing some strange comings and goings. Midnight wagons passing through the company of the Black Spear at the gate.
Hmm.
Hmm. Wagons tarred black and carrying a stench that you would not expect anyone would want to carry anywhere unless you were traveling into a tomb or something.
Hmm.
Odd, odd, is all I can say. There's been some other things. They captured a Barakyle acolyte, or whatever you call them. They're new initiates. And was going through the grey roads by himself like a fool. Had with him one of those little awful things that turn into monsters, frighten you and whatnot. What do you call those creatures?
Closets, I believe.
Ah, yeah, had one of them with him. Now, something about some business to do with the Arch-Lich Israel, of course. They like to go on about that, don't they? Banging on as they do. The thing that caught my eye, out of game just for a moment, how much does Drizael know about Cinder?
He knows that Cinder was uh that thing. He knows that the Barakyle did some unspecified things to him and that he escaped. He doesn't know what Cinder is.
Okay, or at least, yeah,
As far as Cinder knows.
as far as Cinder knows, yeah, that's fair. Okay, all right. Well, you see, there's a letter here they found supposed to be delivered to one of their mages who was taking residence inside the district. It was to be delivered to the Megaron in there. I don't know if you've ever been there or found it. Um, in any case, this wizard. Um, Let me get it out. Hold on a second.
Mhm.
Okay, I've just generated a letter. Hopefully, it's not awful, so I'm going to read it to you. I'm reading it to you for the first time as I'm reading it, so with any luck, it's not terrible. Okay, it says, Hi, Magister Vakarath. The progress reports from the Vein Gate Annex have reached my desk. While your recovery of the Israel fragments is commendable, do not let your fascination with the ancient dead distract you from our primary directive. The past is a tool, the future is a weapon. Regarding your request for more stable raw materials for your program, um, our Red Weapon program has already yielded its most successful prototype sometime in the past. The one the dossiers call Cinder. He is currently at large, wandering the Moldrayan border like a stray dog. You must understand, Vakarath, Cinder was never meant to be a mere soldier. He is the furnace. Your new resonant spells require massive expenditure of, and there's some stuff that you can't decipher, to anchor the hive mind. Cinder's very core, forged in the heat of the Narzugon's transformation, is the only battery capable of sustaining the spells you've unearthed from the Archlich's tomb. If he should find his way to your forbidden district and my agents have ensured the breadcrumbs are well placed, do not destroy him. Bind him. Use the subjugation, and there's a phrase in arcane magic you can't decipher. You're not sure what it says. The writing doesn't make any sense.
Can I at least make a check to see if I get anything?
You can make an Arcana check, yeah. It says it will drop his actually no, that's part of the thing. Let the prototype burn one last time to fuel the Dominion's eternal dawn. By the will of the Egregore, Pallas Core, architect of the Red Weapon program of the Barakyle Dominion. So he gives you this thing. So did you make your Arcana check? What'd you get?
I got a 14.
14. It seems like some kind of password.
Interesting.
So there you have it. You were mentioned by name. That's why I asked you here.
Well, I suppose you figured it out then. Before they turned to making red weapons from orcs, they used humans. I was one of the survivors, and now I'm the only survivor from those original prototypes.
I had one of my people find out for me what the term Narzagon was all about. Seems like you might be up against something like that, perhaps. Who knows? Is that what it says?
Narzagon are a particular type of fiend from the Nine Hells.
Ah, yes, that's what he said. Yes. Some kind of knight, mounted warrior.
They are known for riding nightmares, another type of fiend.
I see. I see. Well,
especially difficult to deal with.
Out of game, I thought that letter actually worked quite well, relatively speaking. It's about 80, 90% there, considering. All right. So what do you intend to do about that?
It is quite clearly a trap. They wouldn't send someone carrying a letter so openly to... That apprentice was meant to be caught, clearly.
It looks that way, doesn't it?
However, if they are trying to set a trap, I would like to know why, what it is their actual end goal.
Well, it looks to me like their end goal is to see you fall into that trap. See you over and buried, as they say. You're
But
quite the thorn in the side of these Barakyle, so it seems.
I should like to see if there's any truth to this wanting me for something, especially since when I escaped, I was slated to be destroyed.
I see. I see. So when it says prototype, is that you then?
I was the first, at least the first to survive the process.
So you're kind of famous in a way.
Famous in a very small circle.
He looks up at Nimue. What do you make of all of this, lass? We've not met before, but curious to hear your opinions about all of this. That is a very strange picture of a person that popped up behind you.
Yeah,
That
sorry, I forgot that was there. There's a painting of a guy on the wall behind me, and when my face dropped
was
out, it's like
right where you were. It was like,
I think
it's
it's not picking
hilarious.
it up normally because it's right behind my head.
Yeah, yeah. But when you leaned back, I think, and then it like
Yeah, yeah.
vanished. Yeah, it's sort of aiming for the closest thing to a facial recognition it can find.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, back to Christina.
Mm.
I believe it's a trap, but there's obviously something going on that we need to figure out.
What do you know about these red wizards, Nimue? Have you encountered them yourself before? I'm
Yes,
assuming.
I've encountered them.
Uh,
They're
uh,
they're always up to no good.
oh, that's an underestimation of the century, or statement, should we say, understatement. Aye,
Mm-hmm.
aye. All right. Well, it seems to me you have something to look into. If you're looking for passage through to the Forbidden District, uh, you know the way through the grey roads, Cinder?
I have traveled it several times now.
Hmm.
I don't believe it should be much of an issue.
Very well. Good, good. That's about all I have for you right now, unfortunately. Yes. It seems they're up to something. This new wizard, let me see, what was his name? Vakarath. Vakarath turned up in Vane Gate only a few weeks ago from the arrived by ship, I believe, directly from Barakyle. No stops. Which is a long way to travel with no stops.
I am
Unless they're
frankly
lying.
amazed. If that's the case, I'm frankly amazed they have enough supplies on the ship.
Well, we've heard of a bag of holding.
True, they could have. There are ways and means of securing that, transporting
Aye.
that amount of supplies, and some of those Barakyle ships can move much faster than they should be able to.
That's one way of doing it. Of course, the other way of doing it is to manipulate the logbooks to make it look like you never made any stops. Probably the easier of the two options, but nonetheless. This Vakarath arrived here a few weeks ago. He took up residence initially at the Envoys complex up in Karkanos, um, and then promptly was seen leaving with a group of the ones we now call the Wasted, traveling in to work upon the Tower of Art that they're so apparently building, fixing whatever it is that they're doing. Um, but never returned with the Wasted. The Wasted came back. They returned with a, a smaller number than they went in with, and one of their lesser war mages, I believe, came out with them. So this Vakarath never, in fact, left the Forbidden District, so it seems. So it's my contention that perhaps he's taken up residence there, probably in that Megaron to which this apprentice said he was going.
Hmm.
Now, if you want to meet the apprentice, he is in custody, by the way. Um, when I say custody, I mean the dogs of Bandar are holding him. I don't think he's going to talk much, but could be worth a try. Might not know
Very
much
well.
either. In any case, if you know where to find the dogs, you can go looking. I
Good
can
to
send a
know.
message to them to tell them to find you while you're on your way through the great roads to the district, if you will. Save you some time.
That sounds as good a plan as any. Anyway, what do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Right then. Well, I don't wish to waste any more of your time, but you're welcome to stay and eat and drink and be merry. After all, every trip to the grey roads is, well, always a good time to celebrate life before you go.
Point taken. Very
So,
well then.
in the name of Moradin, then, let us bring forth a feast. Come on, Derek Dimwit, what's your name? Get on with it. So they bring out more food and wine and barrels of wine, and a few other dwarves turn up. And I want you to introduce you to, and he introduces you to some people who apparently are here from the Banakaya on a spiritual mission to visit with the Temple of Moradin, completely unrelated by all accounts. Um, and they are relatively boring. They're just here to visit the temple and say their how-dos and blah blah blah. And Drizel's just, being nice and showing them around the city. They're just sort of here in passing. Um, yeah, so you have dinner and so forth, and if you wish to get drunk, you may, of course, in which case there will be a constitution saving throw involved.
I mean, I don't know if Cinder can get drunk on even on dwarven alcohol.
Right.
I
Fair.
mean, I'll do a con save for you, but let's see.
Let's
You
see.
never know, he might roll badly. Nope.
Sheesh. That's a 28. So if
Yeah.
you're watching, what we really need is like need a way to get the VTT its own little zoom camera. It's got to be a way to do this.
Mm.
Anyway, I won't fuck around with it right now. It's something we can, unless you happen to know.
I can
Uh,
Google it while we're working.
yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. It'd be great to get the VTT up on in Zoom. There probably is a way. It can't be that hard. Breakout rooms, meeting rooms, transfer rooms, settings, support. It's like we want like an extra camera. Hide self view. Yeah. Anyway, you do that while we're working. All right. Cool. All right. So what do you want to do after you've finished eating, drinking, and making merry with Drizel? I imagine it gets late.
Probably want to go back to the Daughters of Twilight and plan out our attack. Refer to any maps that we have available of the Forbidden District so we know where we're going, that sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
Make a plan.
Oh, wait. Can I just share in a side by side mode? Maybe that's the way. This might kind of work. Oh, but then I have to share it. Use TCP, share, enable remote control, optimize. Okay. Now, if I just share this, does it share? No, it shares the whole thing, and then it kills my my main screen. I don't know what it's recording now. I guess it's recording the main image. I just want it to go into a little box. That's all. Oh well. Sorry, where did you say you were doing? You're going to head off after Trizale? Grab a carriage?
And make plans. And make
Right.
plans.
Go and make plans. Where are you going to make these plans?
Daughter Twilight?
Daughters of Twilight? Okay. All right, so you head back to Granaldea and head back to the Solanor Temple at the Daughters of Twilight. Head into your barracks. Get off the carriage. Oh, you can make another perception check when you get back to the Daughters of Twilight, though.
You're looking for feathery friends.
A little bit better this time.
Looking for your feathery friends. Yes, that's what I'm asking you to roll for, oddly enough. Imagine that. 23, Nimue, and 22 for you. Okay, yes. You notice there are two hawks sitting across the street from the back entrance of the Daughters of Twilight on the rooftop of the opposite buildings, which happen to be there's a stonemason workshop there. It's 2 floors high. Somebody makes statues. They make like tombstones and statues and pillars and archways and stuff like that.
How far away are the hawks?
121 feet.
Think you can get them?
100.
So if you move 1 foot closer, you'd be at your maximum range, which you have sharpshooter, so you're not at disadvantage.
Yeah, I could, but do we want to risk it?
We could try and.
What are you planning to shoot them with?
She's got her 2-bird sling. How far apart are the hawks?
They're not sitting next to each other. They're spread out probably 50 feet apart.
Okay. Oh, she'd have to make 2 shots then. Okay. The other option is we could try sneaking past them.
They're literally watching the back gate. And they have no doubt seen the carriage already. They haven't perhaps seen you inside the carriage looking out through the window. You don't know whether they've seen that or not. In fact, while you're sitting here talking about it, one of them takes off. And if you want to follow it, you'll need to make another perception check.
Okay.
The other one remains where it is, Cinder, 17.
Nice. 29. Where did it go? Come on, man. There. 29.
29. Wow, crikey. Okay, so you both see that bird has actually flown over to your carriage. It flew above your carriage and has flown down, and you maybe even hear it land on the carriage.
Pretty brave. Pretty brave and bold.
So Cinder raises a finger to his lips, pulls out his spell storing dagger. Nimue knows how to use it, and he gestures for her to use it and then hand it back to him. Do you do it?
Yep.
Okay, you're invisible, then I use it and I'm invisible.
Okay, so you both turn invisible. All right. Um, and what did you say to her?
I gestured for her to use it and then give it back to me. I
Okay,
didn't say anything because I heard the bird on the roof.
right. Okay. Okay.
And then basically he is gonna open the door and try and sneak out. He's gonna leave pay for the driver on the seat.
Okay, leave pay for the driver on the seat. Okay, so the door opens at some point.
Mm.
Um, and the money is sitting on the seat. Um, and after a minute, you get out, and I take it you just walk over to the back gate
Yes.
of the Daughters of Twilight. Um, the Sally Port. Um, as you were approaching, the Sally Port entrance opens, and is now opened, but there are two guards outside, Daughters of Twilight guards outside. And the door to the carriage opens, but nobody appears to get out, and they look at each other like, what? And one of them says, "Hey, driver, what's going on?" And he says, "What do you mean, milady? What do you mean, what's going on?" And he gets up off the carriage, and she approaches the carriage, and you two have gotten out of the back of the carriage. Doobie doobie doo. Yeah. What do you want to do? You can't
Um,
see each other,
no,
so that's a problem.
that is a slight issue. But now that we're away from the bird, we could
Now,
whisper to each other.
now you can see the bird sitting on the carriage roof. Yes. And one of the Daughters of Twilight looks up at it, and she says something in Elven, so some Elven curse at it, and she shoos it away. And she says, "You'd best leave here now, unless you'd like a face full of this crossbow bolt." The bird looks at her and rears up its wings and goes, and then flies up and away. And the carriage driver is like, "I don't know where they are. What happened here? There's no one in the carriage. How can this be? Oh, well, the money's here." He scoops up the coins, and the Daughters of Twilight look at him, and they look around and they say, "Well, this is very odd, isn't it? This could be some sort of." In fact, she gestures to the other guards, and they actually close the gate.
Mm.
She looks concerned, like this could be some kind of, if there's Barakyle birds involved, this could be some Barakyle plot to get in through the back door.
Mm. Okay, that's not good. Could we have slipped through the back door while all this was going on?
You can try. Why don't you make probably an athletics check to get there before the door gets closed?
Okay.
DC is going to be 14.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm trying to click it. This is dice right on top of it.
Nimue 11.
Nope,
Uh,
didn't make it.
Oh dear. What did you get, Cinder?
I don't.
10.
Nope, did
No.
not make it.
Okay, so the pair of you are heading for the door when the door closes.
Mm.
Fuck. Okay, so that's done. The two Daughters of Twilight, they're still looking around, and one of them says to the driver, "Best you'd head out of here quickly before we call more reinforcements. I wouldn't want to find out that you had something to do with the Barak Kyle envoy." "What you talking about, lady? I know nothing of the envoy." He says, "I must say it's somewhat strange that one of them birds was sitting on my roof, though." "Yes, we've all heard the rumors how they're connected to the envoy. I'm sure even you have heard that." "I have, my lady, But trust me, you must believe me. I know nothing of this. That bird wasn't here when I set out. And one of the other daughters points up. There's another one up there. You're quite right, Silver. Let's see what can be done about that. And she stretches her crossbow bolt into it, the string back, and loads a crossbow bolt. She raises it up and points it up at the other bird. She takes a shot at it. I'm going to roll a d20 to see how that goes. How do I do that? Not very well. Okay. But in any case, the bird sort of pisses off. The driver's like, well, I don't know, my lady. Any case, I've had my pay. If you've no objections, I'll be out of here. I'll be off. Best you do. And he hits the reins and the carriage rides off.
Now, besides the Daughters of Twilight, are there anybody else around here? Is there anybody else around?
You can make a perception check. Cinder, you can hear further up the street there's some talking and shuffling. It's a dead end street, so there's not far to go. There's some tenements up there. So
yeah. Basically, it's just like, is there anybody, like, just glancing around, is there anybody here besides the Daughters of Twilight?
Not right here, no. Nimue, with your 18, you can tell that there are a few people further up the street who have noticed this whole business with the carriage and are paying some mild attention, but they're not like, it's like you look out your window because you heard a noise.
Yeah.
And after the carriage leaves, they close their shutters.
There's a few people paying attention to us. She whispers.
Now, you two don't even know where each other are at this point, so
No.
you're whispering, but you don't know if he can hear you. So why don't you make a perception check to see if you can hear what she says? Who knew we could turn this into an adventure? It was not my intention to make this the storyline, by the way. Just want to say.
I was just trying to avoid the hawks.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cinder basically just, like, he doesn't know where Nimue is, and he's getting, like, he's a little bit over this whole thing. So he just finds somewhere to walk behind that he can just basically drop invisibility and step out of.
There's an alley.
Okay, yep. I step into the alley, have a look, make sure I don't see anybody in it. If I don't, then I'll drop invisibility.
It's a bit of a walk, you're like crossing the street, going down an alley, then coming back out again. It's like 80 feet altogether, but what can be done? All right, so you do that, and then where you see Cinder come out of the alleyway. Uninvisible.
I head down from where he was at and do the same thing.
You could also feasibly just follow him invisibly, as the
and I can't see him.
No, but she might. Oh no, wait, actually, because one of the items I replicated is Boots of Elvenkind, so she wouldn't even be able to hear my footsteps.
Right, but she can see you at this point.
And no,
I can see you come out.
She sees you come out, right?
Yeah.
So she could just follow you from that point on. As you go through the gate, she could just stick with you really closely, so that way she.
She's pretty stealthy and she's invisible, so yeah, that's
right.
fair.
So that would totally work. Otherwise, you can go down the alleyway and then come back out again. But by the time you do that, Cinder might have already gone inside, and the doors might be shut again. So, you see what I mean?
Just follow him.
All right, if you just follow him. All right, so Cinder, you cross out to head back over towards the back gate to the Sally Port, and the two Daughters of Twilight are standing there, and they recognize you.
Basically, I just say to them, I apologize for the confusion before. The birds were following us, so I made myself invisible so they couldn't follow.
I see. Well, you should let it be known that, or it should be known to you that the envoy like to keep a close watch on our comings and goings. If you're staying here, if you've ever been out this gate or entered through it, it's very likely that they've seen you.
Good to know. I had not noticed them watching me previously.
They watch everyone.
Typical.
In any case, I suppose you'd like to go in, so they open the gate.
Thank you.
At this point, Cinder, you don't know where Alyssa is.
Nimue.
Oh, sorry, Nimue. Yes, thank you. Too many characters.
Yeah. I assume that she's capable of following me. I know what she can do, rough to some extent at least.
Right. Right. Um, oh. What's this I see? What is this I see? Don't need that. Let's try how this works. How does this work? What can you see on my screen now?
Well, I can see the VTT map.
How much of it can you see? You can see like a portion
I
of it.
can I can see, yeah, I can see basically. Oh yeah, you're zooming out a bit now.
Yeah. So you should be able to see pretty much the whole Daughters of Twilight map at this point, right?
It's yeah, I don't have it because I'm on my laptop, not full screen, so it's pretty zoomed out for me. But if I had it full screen, it would be fine.
Where's my screen? That's what I'm trying to figure out now. Can you still see each other?
No.
Oh, well, it might as well. That doesn't help at all.
I can see everybody.
Could
I
you?
couldn't.
I could.
Wow.
Okay, let me just try messing around with something. Try that again, Russ. Let me try a different.
Okay, so I go share, then I go to the advanced share tab.
Yeah.
Then I
I'm just gonna
click
try a different option.
side by side, or we could try over the shoulder. Oh, that might work. That might work. How about this? And then make that background. Doobie doobie doo. Share.
Okay. Yeah. It's okay. I can see the problem. It's because I'm on my laptop and I've got the window quite shrunk.
Uh-huh. But now I can't see you, which is a little bit annoying for me. I can resize this.
Avery's got two heads.
Avery's got two hits.
Yeah, kind of like just the table setup here is not super ideal.
Yeah. Select that, mouse that, okay. But where's my view? Where's my view? I want to see as well. Spotlight the share. Sorry, viewers, if you are ever watching this in the future and you're watching me fuck around with the Zoom, trying to figure out how to get the map on screen at the same time. Because it would be cool to do that. Would be there is another way we could do it, which is to have set up a virtual camera. Actually, I could feasibly do that. But that's a whole other story. Video. Participants. Chat, don't need that. Share settings. Maintain current size. Enter into full screen. Scale to fit. Choose share all windows from an application. No. Show my Zoom workplace. No. But I still want to see you guys. Enable. No. Annotations, video sharing, screen sharing. Display and controls. Yeah. Anyway, that was an experiment. If I have any more ideas, I might fuck around a bit more later, but for now. All right, you're back at the temple. You get inside. You are able to traverse the grounds without any further checkpoints or otherwise. And you're find your barracks.
Mm.
Whereupon you head into your chambers and doeth what then?
Mm. Were we able to get a copy of the letter from Giselle?
Yes. However, I will have to annotate it a little bit just to make sure that it's not got spoilers.
Mm.
Yes. So talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds while I do that. I will put it into a Google document.
Mm. Okay. So imagine that we've got Cinder would know where there's what the Daughters of Twilight have in terms of a map of the Forbidden District, and he's basically just taken Nimue there to review it and basically just say like,
To be fair, the Daughters of Twilight's maps of the Forbidden District would be pretty much mainly stuff that the Burning Path have provided mostly.
oh,
There's
there's
been
other groups that have
few
been
other
in there to be
there's a
fair.
few other groups, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, the thing is, it's compiled all in one place.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
And basically, I believe this is the Megaron they're referring to here. What do you think that, based on your experience, what do you think the best angle of infiltration is?
You're hard to hear.
Hmm. Sorry. I believe this is the Megaron here. Based on your experience, what do you believe is the best angle for infiltration?
This one right here and this here. I point to two different spots.
And what do you like about the first one?
Pointing in trees high. We have a chance of looking down to see what's going on.
Which do you think would be most carefully guarded?
Probably the one below. They wouldn't be expecting someone to come up high.
Very well. Let us go with your plan then. Do you think we should rest for now or infiltrate in the morning?
Probably early in the morning.
Very well. At a game, I imagine Millmore's probably turned in for the day by now.
You can go and look. There's a chance. He sometimes
Yeah.
spends late nights.
Hmm.
Um, Okay, I have done the bit of business, so I am sharing this with you in a moment. Just waiting for it to save. I'll drop it in. I can drop it in the game log actually.
Hmm.
Look at that.
A trick.
So, and you can make an investigation check too.
Investigation. Well, this isn't gonna go well. He said it wasn't gonna go well.
A one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay.
I
Well,
wish
for you, I guess,
I
it
got a
looks
+1.
surface. It's exactly what it says it is. There's nothing strange about it. The story that it purports is precise, and there is nothing suspicious beyond anything that you've already sort of come to conclude.
Hmm.
In fact, maybe you're like, well, maybe you're not the only Cinder. Maybe there's another Cinder.
It could be one of the other Cinders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another one.
I
Maybe there
find
are
it.
two of you.
You got a 22 though, Cinder.
Yeah, I got a 22.
The
The
actual
first,
Cinder.
Yeah.
Please do.
Before we get to that, I will say, I find it most curious that they would call recovery of the Israel fragments fashion a distraction. That is most unlike what I know of the Barakyle. They revere him.
So the thing that you notice, Cinder, with your 22 is that there seem to be stains on the page that they're not so much redacted as they're just unreadable.
Mm.
But they are in really specific places that like that's funny. Why is everything else readable, but this really specific stuff is not readable? That's kind of annoying. Um, Almost intentional.
Mm. These parts that are illegible,
Yeah.
don't don't you find it curious, Nimue, that only these specific parts are unreadable? These parts which you would expect to contain valuable information.
Yeah, they could.
Mm. I am saying that this is clearly bait. It's meant to not reveal anything of actual import if someone sees through it. And they will absolutely be expecting us, and we should be prepared for that eventuality.
Yeah. You should be prepared.
In any event, let us see if Milmore is still in his office.
All right, so you head down to Milmore's office, and funnily enough, that you see that there are lamps and candles lit down in the archives below, and you see a couple of Daughters of Twilight working very judiciously and very hard, updating some information and some maps and cross-referencing some records and whatnot. And the usual boy that sits out the front of his office is not there. And one of the daughters stands up and comes to you. My lord, can I help?
Is Milmore present?
He is. He is. He's working late tonight. You are fortunate. Let me take you to his office. And she leads you down there and knocks
Thank
on the
you.
door. My lord, Milmore, Master Glass, are you awake? You there? And the door opens with an invisible mage hand. So you don't see the mage hand, you just see the door open like by magic. And the daughter of Twilight steps back a little bit startled. And he says, I am here. What is it that you want? What are you looking for? Who's that you've got with you? My lord, Master Glass, there's two members of our compatriots are here to see you. Um, can they come in? Depends. Who is it? At that point, are you sort of standing behind her?
I just kind of like lean out.
You can't tell whether he's pretending like he can't see you or not, but he repeats his question to her. She says, she steps back out the way just to lets you step into the space. Oh, it's you.
Mm.
All right then, come in.
Thank you.
Close the door.
You know, Nimue can do the invisible mage hand thing too if she wants.
Because she's an arcane trickster,
She is an arcane trickster,
amongst other things. Jesus,
amongst other things.
she's a pretty good spy, actually.
Would you like to close the door with your invisible mage hand, Christina?
Is it
Sure, just
is it
the
free?
irking.
Is it it's a cantrip
Uh, well,
or is
hang
it a
on. Let me
spell
double.
slot?
Mage hand is a cantrip, but hang on. I'm just double checking one thing here.
Never
Very
used
Uh,
it
maybe.
before.
yeah, I'm just double checking one thing. Yeah.
Where is it?
Uh, okay. Okay. It is a cantrip. Mage hand is a cantrip. Okay. So yes, it is a
Oh, there
cantrip.
it is.
So it does have I think it does have components. Yeah, it does have a verbal component, but she can choose to make it invisible. And it's not concentration.
Okay. So it's a cantrip.
Invisible?
No
Yep.
concentration. Okay. So I mean, if I was you and I had an invisible mage hand that did not require concentration and it was essentially a cantrip, I would have it present all the time
Yeah.
unless I was casting a cantrip of some other description.
Yeah,
Personally,
and it lasts a minute each time.
Right. So you just keep casting it every minute or so. I mean,
Yeah. So
or unless
you
you,
could just have it out.
yeah, it could just be like a little almost a permanent thing. Like, I think if you wanted to, if you said to me, "Is my mage hand present?" I might say, "Well, make a wisdom save to see that you remembered to summon it this particular minute." Because there's a chance that it might not have, you still have to refresh it apparently according to the the mechanics, but still, I would have it out all the time as much as possible, just acting like a third hand. And I suppose if it's got to be refreshed every minute, if you're wanting to get to carry something or do something useful, besides opening drawers and pickpocketing people and you know snuffing out candles and knocking over objects and grabbing closets by the foot.
By the foot.
Yeah, just sticking your mage hand over their mouth when they try to go. Rah!
Yeah.
Just grab the thing.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're actually casting another cantrip,
Mm.
sure thing. Okay.
No.
So yeah, you just close the door with your invisible mage hand.
Yep.
All right. Milmore's eyebrow raises as you do that. Well, well, well. So, you've come down here at the most inopportune time of night and day. There must be something important for you to come looking for me on the off chance that I might in fact be here. It seems that you were lucky.
We are in that, in some ways. We are keeping you apprised of a situation that has come to light.
Oh, yes. Well, best you continue with your appraisal.
The Barakyle believe themselves quite clever and have set a trap for me.
Well, that's not news.
It's a What's interesting is the trap is in the Forbidden District.
Hmm. Yes, I can see that being a likely scenario. Very well.
They also seem to be doing something strange there.
Hmm. I have heard rumors about some manner of nonsense. Yes, they continue with their operations, and we continue to attempt to thwart them. It's not so often that we have such highly qualified operatives in our midst. I cannot. Unfortunately, Lady Iolanthra of the Imdrali does not seem to want to prioritize sending in her clerics into the Forbidden District, risking life and limb and diplomatic access to various other members of the city. So, one such as yourselves could, in fact, be our best options for disruptive activity, if you catch my meaning.
Of course.
Now, why did you feel you needed to tell me this in particular?
We plan to leave quite early in the morning to spring the trap and see what it is they are actually doing.
Oh, you intend to spring that trap. I see.
It is quite likely they have anticipated this, but he just kind of makes a gesture like, what can you do?
Well, if that is the case and you intend to spring their trap, I hope you are prepared for the consequences of said springing of said trap. You will no doubt find yourselves in some manner of conflict with some Barakyle wizard or another, not to mention, quite likely, their minions, of which we have become accustomed to some of them. Their babao and their quasits seem to be something of a stock standard of theirs. I'm sure
Among
they
other,
are likely to be among your soon-to-be acquaintances.
Babao and closets are quite manageable.
Manageable for you, which is fortunate. And it says something of your prowess, I might add. But I hope for your sake that that is in fact the limit of their trap. For we've seen said traps sprung before of similar natures, and they have typically failed on ones of your own prowess. I fear they are developing new and other tactics, however. I can't say I have a great understanding of what they are yet, but still.
In any event, if we can get them to expend resources, then that is things that they cannot use those resources for other avenues of their exploration.
Yes.
But I wish to leave a copy of the letter that they so elegantly placed into our hands,
Hmm.
just for your records. It is.
Oh, well, that I am interested in. You have said letter then, do you?
We have a copy, though not the original.
Hmm. Very well. I would be most interested in reading that.
There are a few points of note, such as the, the opening line of the letter is strangely dismissive of Israel. That is most uncharacteristic of the Barakyle. And I hand him the copy of the letter.
Dismissive of Israel. Well, let's have a look then. And he unfolds it, and the progress reports from the Veingate Annex have reached my desk. While your recovery of the Israel fragments is commendable, do not let your fascination with the ancient dead distract you from our primary directive. I can see why you might come to that conclusion. One wonders if that is particular to this palace core, or if that is more of development on behalf of the Barakyle as a whole.
I mean, given that Cinder has interacted with Palace Core, what would his personal experience be?
Make an insight check.
7. No idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just doesn't seem to mesh well with the general thing of it.
The overall Barakyle sort of sentiment would be you'd be correct about that. You would be correct about that. Israel is generally held in high great reverence, and as you say, so there's a case to be made. Your case is fairly solid. Yeah.
In any event,
Do you think that there's any chance it could be a fake?
it was taken from a Barakyle apprentice who was traveling in a closet. It seems quite unlikely it could be a fake.
Well, there's one other possibility. Fake or not, there's one thing I do know about these Barakyle, and that is they love to fight among themselves like cats and dogs. There is a chance that this could be them setting one another up.
That is also a possibility.
Maybe you are not so much the trap as the jaws. Less the prey and more the jaws of the trap itself. Perhaps this is Palace Core setting up this. What is his name? Is he named here? Vakarath. Perhaps this is Palace Core using you.
It could also be someone impersonating Palace Core.
That is another possibility. amongst impersonators. It could be some detractor, some Barakyle detractor, or even a fiend themselves. I'm sure there are fiends outside of their control.
One of the limitations of controlling fiends is that quite often they will follow the letter of the instructions, but not the spirit of it. It is quite
Mm.
likely that it is a fiend under their control that could be operating independently. Further, I should advise you that Palace Core is a member of the Council of Scepters. He
Oh.
is merely one step below Gaius Lox Banistad in terms of authority.
You have interacted with this Palace Core. Hmm.
He is the
Interesting.
head of the Red Weapon Program. You know what
Hmm.
that means in my case.
I do understand that, yes. Hmm. Well, what is it that I can assist you with then, Cinder and Lady Nimue? Seeing as you're here, it seems that you are about to spring something that may in fact be bigger than anything we have considered here. This might not be some mere trap for you. It could be something more serious than that. Hard to say, isn't it?
Well, since we're here, could we prevail on you for some healing potions and such like?
Oh, yes, indeed, indeed. Healing potions one can have. I can offer you, well, I have a store. The question is, how many do you think you want? Bearing in mind that you are not the only needy ones.
Hmm.
I'll offer you what I can. If you were to do business, and I say business, I mean to say trade blows with this Vakith or whatever his name is and his minions, no doubt there will be minions. Uh, you typically, how much healing do you think you're going to need? I can't imagine such creatures often get to place their blows upon you, but I'm not so sure about your companion here.
I will endeavor to protect her. Uh, At a game, basically, I'm looking for something on the order of maybe like 3 greater healing potions each. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yep, I think that's reasonable. That's like 20 to 40.
Hmm?
How many hit points do they produce?
Those are 44 plus 4, so they're a
44.
maximum of 20
Right,
each.
okay. Okay, 3 of those each. Okay, so about 6 of those. All right. That I can provide.
Hmm.
Yes. Hmm. All right then. You are well equipped with weapons, armor, and magic of various other descriptions.
As well as can be.
All right. And what attunements do you have presently?
Um, so the standard items would be for me would be Amulet of Health, Ring of Free Action, Ring of Protection. And then because I have extra attunement slots, I've got the Gauntlet and the Axe.
Right. And what about Nimue? What is she attuned to at the moment?
I have the Amulet of Health, Cloak of Protection, and Dragon's Wrath Rapier.
Uh-huh. Okay, and those are attuned. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I do have one thing I can offer you, but unfortunately it will require the attunement of one of you to it, and that may or may not be worthwhile. And that is to say, I have a ring here that will allow you to see the invisible. which can be useful when dealing with fiends, but you might have other ways and means.
I have I am able to cast that spell, but thank you.
Very well. Well then, seems to me I have not much else to offer, but I can make a record of the date of you leaving, so in case anything happens, I will at least be able to record some manner of log about where you might have gone and what might have happened to you.
Mm.
And Lady Nimue, do you have nearest of kin I can contact on the event in the event that you do not return?
My nearest of kin is away right now, so
Oh well, never mind then. I suppose then I can offer you little more than a few hopes and prayers.
Very
Will that
well.
be all, Master Cinder, Lady Nimue? At this point, you hear the midnight bell tolling in the distance.
I believe that should be sufficient. We do plan to be out early in the morning.
Right. Well then, we shall all leave together then. Allow me to lock up a few things, and he goes about putting away a few boxes and scrolls and drawers and locks a few things up with some various keys from his key ring and fills his bag up with some bits and bobs. And you walk out of the office, and he closes the door behind him, and he casts arcane lock on it, and then you head off, and he heads towards the Sally port, and you head towards your barracks.
well, I
Yeah,
shall see you in the morning.
of course. And Cinder basically goes and gets some rest.
All right. So you go and take a rest, and if you haven't, I'm sure you don't need a long rest because you haven't played these characters for a little while. But if you make sure that you have had a long rest and that you have all your
Mm.
resources, very good, very good. And do, 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 do. All right. So how are you going to you get up early in the morning? What sort of time are we talking about? Like before dawn or?
Mm, probably don't want to be like before there's like the problem is if the Barracuda Hawks are watching us and we're going out before there's anybody really on the streets, that's going to be set off alarm bells for them. But we do want to be out relatively early.
Right.
So Cinder would suggest we try to basically hit the time of the morning rush where we can kind of blend into the crowd a bit.
Okay. All right. Um, Fair enough. So the sort of early morning rush, sort of about 6 to 7 bells,
Mm.
somewhere in there, just after the first sun, and you know, yeah, okay. All right, so you get up and you go and have breakfast, or maybe you don't because the probably breakfast isn't being served yet at the Daughters of Twilight because it's still a bit too early. Oh no, because you're not going stupid early, right? Yeah,
Mm.
okay, so you could get breakfast with them. Um, and you hear them taking their morning prayers and what have you, and somebody's celebrating their recent initiation to their grade of Zalata, and there's a little parade going on, and they out in the courtyard, and people are throwing flowers about, petals and things, and um, some of the girls are quite excited. Some of the Daughters of Twilight are quite excited, and they're all dressed up and um, parading a few of them around. I guess it's like a class that have just graduated, essentially.
Mm.
Um, in any case, you leave
Mm.
and mix in with the crowds. Now, the difficult thing is that the Daughters of Twilight is pretty much at a dead end in the city as far as like walls and things are concerned. So
Right,
it's
right. I'm not expecting to slip past the Hawks entirely. I'm just being like, I'm
practical.
trying to make it less suspicious that we're leaving at that time of day.
Right. So they're not like, ah, they're going to the market as opposed to, oh, they're up to something.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. So having left from there, do you take a carriage or do you walk or what?
Mm, probably going to attract less attention on foot, I would think. But what do you think, Christina?
I thought,
Yeah,
Yeah.
on foot.
So
All
on
right.
foot.
Very good. So you're heading to the Droob and then through to Grenaldea. Sorry, not Grenaldea, Carcanos. Um, and you want to get basically to either Anzel or the Palatial District. One of those two places has entrances that are close enough to get into the grey roads to make it
Mm.
not take all fucking day just getting there.
Since we've spent a considerable amount of time on foot getting there.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have taken you 40 minutes or something
memory.
to cross
Yeah.
the city
Yeah.
just on foot. Okay. And you've probably gone through a few checkpoints. At this point, you have all the credentials to pass through the various checkpoints and nobody's going to stop you.
Mm.
Um, do you want to go through Ansel or do you want to go through the Palatial District?
I
The entrance through,
feel.
yeah.
I, oh, no, you.
Well, the Palatial District has lots of big, wide open spaces and big flash houses, and everybody there is dressed very specifically. And there's lots of city guards and palace guards in particular. You know,
Mm.
it's very affluent, and anything out of place will stand out like dog's balls.
Yeah.
Um, Ansel is very windy and narrow streets with tall buildings and twisty archways and towers and things, and has a kind of spooky, almost slightly Escher-esque kind of sensation of being um, multi-leveled and piled up on top of itself, and just little magic shops everywhere, and people selling scrolls and paper and parchment and just potions and all manner of magical this, that, and the other. Though when I say that, it's not like artifacts or magic
Mm.
items per se. For the most part, that can be obtained, usually with some sort of order in advance, though. Um,
Mm.
yeah, libraries and scholars, and it's more claustrophobic.
Yeah, I was going to say Ansel anyway, but it's good to have that clarification.
Okay. All right, so you head up through Ansel and into the back streets of Ansel. You find an entrance into the grey roads. Now, assuming you've already you discussed with Drizael that you were going to meet to see this um, the dogs of Bandar. You wanted to meet with the dogs of Bandar and get access to this prisoner. Was that still part of your plan,
Um,
or are you skipping that?
do you want to do that, Christina? Because I don't really feel like we're going to get much from him. I
No,
think basically we would have flagged it. Just
you
said,
flagged it.
didn't really seem like. Yeah, I think basically it's like I think Cinder would basically said to Jose, look, this is clearly a setup. I don't think we're going to get anything useful from this guy. I don't think an apprentice would have willingly gone there if he'd known it was a setup.
Right. Fair enough. Okay. Um, Very good then. So you enter into the sort of crack in the back wall in some back alley, um, in a small somebody's ex cellar or something like that. Um, and you enter into the grey roads, whereupon you start to slip through on your way to the Forbidden District. Um, this is a good time for a 5 minute break, I reckon. And
Yep.
yeah, grab a snack and some food and coffee or whatever. I'm going to grab some coffee. I'm going to need
Yep.
it. And I'll see you back
I
in a minute.
I will see you back in a minute.
All right.
First back.
Hey,
Okay. Hello. See you back.
yeah, I am back. So you're still getting settled into your not so new place quite well?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I got a bookshelf now and I
Oh,
just
that's
got a
awesome.
table.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I just need bar stools now to go with my table.
Nice. Well, it's
They're
like
expensive. Bar
uh,
stools are.
I mean, there's nowhere around where you can find like used furniture that's a little cheaper.
There's a thrift store, but I haven't been there yet. And I looked online. I looked at Facebook Marketplace, and they're about the same price as buying them new.
Yeah. No, that's annoying.
Like, yeah, it is annoying. I mean, 60, $70, and I can go buy new ones for $89. I mean, jeez.
Yeah. 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 I mean, is Craigslist like still a thing?
I think it's around, but I don't think anybody really uses it anymore.
I'm
I
honestly
think,
impressed I'm impressed it lasted as well as it did, to be fair.
yeah, offer up, there's offer up, but I don't think anybody uses offer up because of Facebook Marketplace.
Fair.
The way you've been up to.
Uh, well, basically haven't been just back on Waiheke again. Today was mostly just we brought the truck across to the island, so we carted some uh new roofing that we bought down to the batch. Uh, because the roof is like a roof's supposed to last 20 years, and this roof's been on there maybe 40 plus years, so it's pretty past its best before date. So we're just like kind of getting ready to replace that. And then we were just carting up some uh, bits we've ripped down to replace. Like there's so the old siding is meant to look like weatherboards, but it's just like metal. It's kind of like pressed into shape. So we've been pulling that off and replacing with actual weatherboards, which is a big improvement. But it's a big hill and it's like a 30-degree slope.
Mm-hmm.
So it's uh it's a bit of a hike getting up and down the hill, especially when you're carrying stuff.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, not sure how many sheets of sheet of that sheet metal I took down. Like, so this is sheet metal like wider than I can really show you on screen, and about about 4 inches taller than I am, and I was going up and down carting these sheets down. So I was like, that took about 45 minutes an hour to get all that down, just because it was like me just going up and down carrying down one sheet at a time, because I couldn't really carry more than one just because they were so bulky and heavy. So
Gotta
that
be
was
careful.
yeah, the stairs are not great either. Um so yeah, so that was a lot of work, and then we were loading up the truck to go to the tip, getting rid of a lot of rubbish, going through, working out what we want to do.
Mm.
So yeah. Anyway, Russell's back.
I see.
Hello.
Hey.
How's everyone?
Oh, we're all right. We were just chatting.
Huh. Did you come to any
Just chat
conclusions?
away.
Oh no, we were chatting about other stuff. Oh, sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, I
Huh.
finally got a fridge full of food.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
That's good to have.
It's
Nice.
called a food bank.
Oh, yay. Yep. Been there, done that. It's always fun.
Yep.
Yep. Well, at least there is one. That's good.
Mm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Gotta do something.
So
Haven't
you
been able
guys,
to make it through the month.
hmm. All right. So you head through the grey roads, huh?
Hmm.
Yep.
That's your plan. All right. Well, eventually you emerge. Um, let me pull up the right maps for you. It's a two-handed job. Okay.
Good. You don't have mage hand.
Right. DM needs mage hand. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's doing its thing. So you guys come out somewhere over here.
Yep.
And can make perception checks as you, at this point, let us say that you're currently hidden in a tunnel, but you can see out into the Forbidden District. Um, what do we get? A 24 and a 28. Wow. Okay. Very good. I'm gonna give you some representational tokens. What the fuck is going on here? Come on, stop fucking around. Helps if you spell correctly. Okay, so you can hear somewhere back here. These are the sounds of wolves crying out to each other, or dogs, should we say? I'm using wolf stat blocks because we don't have dog stat blocks in D&D. And these wolves are pretty ferocious, to be fair, these dogs.
Mm.
So they might as well be wolves.
Mm.
And so you can hear two packs of wolves, dogs, barking across the district to each other. The other thing that you will notice, 1 minute. Not that. You don't notice that. Aha, that's how I do this. You are aware of some hawks. about the place.
Okay, obviously that scale's not right.
Representational, as I said.
Yeah. I thought there was a chance that it might be. You might have set it up, but I don't know what above BTT does for that stuff like that.
I can probably set the scale in a minute. Just if you give me
Yeah.
a second. Right. So these are just the ones that you can tell are like flying around or doing circuits in places.
Yeah.
Let me have a look at the scale. I can probably fix that up because I only just uploaded.
Don't worry too much about it. By the way, where's the Megaron here?
Mm. Mm -mm -mm. Well, you believe you're looking for it's either this place, or it could be closer to the main dome. You're not sure.
Mm.
So there's two places to search. There's no way of, I suppose I can draw directly on the map. I can draw a. I'll just put a thing here, or possibly there. One of those two zones. I think I can do the scale pretty quickly if you just give me a second.
Yeah.
Super mega. I thought I had set the scale actually. Oh, it might have been a different map. Oh, okay, must have been. That's the wrong thingy. Come here. Use the super mega wizard. Um, 100 feet. Yeah, looks about right. Do a little measurement test. It's the ruler. Yeah. Yeah, it's about right. So you can use the ruler tool to measure stuff if you want.
Yep.
In any case, you're down here. You're hidden in a passageway right now.
Yep.
Let me use my proper tools. There you go. And so the passage that you're in breaks out onto this area here, which is actually raised up above street level, which is down here. So between here and there's a certain amount of like terrace balcony and rubble that sort of slips down in what appears to be like a landslide of rubble that goes down to the road. These look like must have been a guard tower at some point. You could probably go through it, through the interior.
But that's going in the wrong direction, isn't it? We want to go north.
Mm-hmm. True that. So yeah, which way do you want to go?
Well,
What do you do?
what do you think? Should would hmm?
And
Sorry,
you're
say again?
being stealthy, I imagine.
Yeah, out of game, would you want to pass without trace?
Yeah, do I have it?
Yeah, you do. It's under second level spells.
Yeah, I'll do pass without trace spells. You have it? First level,
Second.
second level. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I'll cast it.
Okay. Hmm. So that's plus
Yes.
10 to your stealth checks, which I imagine will be coming up soon.
Yep.
As soon as you decide which way you want to go.
I believe we want to go. Probably best way I'd say would be skirt the wall to try and get past the wolves to the north, and then move to then move to this location to see if that's what we think, if that's the Megaron, since it doesn't really make sense to go backtracking on the off chance that this location is the Megaron without checking the other one first.
Fair enough. Okay. Cool bananas. All right. So you're going to make a stealth check to get to about here.
Yep.
We'll move you guys up to here. The stealth check is basically to slip out and move up the road a little bit opposite that that guard tower, and then get back into cover again.
Yep.
So let's see, what'd you roll? 21 plus 10 on both of those, so 31s. Nice, very good. Pass without trace it is. All right. By which point this hawk has probably circled all the way to there, and then all the way out to here, and over to here, and then back down to here, sort of doing a circle in that within that cross. You hear these wolves over here moving amongst these tenement houses and streets. It's hard to know exactly where they are because there's a lot of echoes that echoing around in the rather silent district, because not a lot of sound from the city gets in here with the massive walls around the side, so it's fucking dead silent apart from whatever's in here most of the time. You do see a few rats and other rodents and animals, but even they, not as many as you would expect. Okay, so you get all the way up to there. So where's your next? You can probably get to here next. Let's do another stealth check to get up to here somewhere. And are you going to take? Are you going to move into any buildings, or are you just going to stay along the wall? There's not a lot of cover.
Yeah, probably move it like. What is that? Along the wall. I meant what I was saying is like geographically along the wall, not actually like physically
Literally.
along the wall.
Right.
Like we're moving from cover to cover, but close to the wall. Close to the wall.
Right. That makes sense. All right, so you might sort of head to here next, and then amongst these buildings, perhaps continue north. So let's get another stealth check. Or did you do that already?
We just did our second stealth check.
Did your second one? Okay, so 25 and 20. So
Plus
30, 10. Yeah, 30 and 35. All right, so you guys make your way up here. Very good. Can I get a perception check now, please? And are you staying low amongst the buildings, or are you going different levels, or are you trying to stay high?
What do you think? I'm thinking maybe like one floor off the ground.
Yeah, that'll work.
So you're sort of avoiding ground level animals and monsters, and okay.
Trying to, at least.
Trying to, at least. All right. So Nimue 26. Nimue, as you're moving together through the tenements on level 1 above the ground, And you're looking through broken holes in walls and sections with big cracks and roofs missing and floors with, massive gaps in the floors that you can see down into. Um, you see a very strange thing indeed. You see there's this particular space between some of the buildings that looks like it was once some kind of communal courtyard, um, where there is a glint of steel, you notice at first. And when you pay more attention, you see that it's connected to a bunch of weapons that have been stacked amongst a bunch of bones. And looking at it, you see this very strange looking sculpture. And it's covered in blotches of dark red burgundy color. Could be powder or blood. It's hard to say. This is about 150 feet away, through some holes and things, and you're looking quite hard to see this.
I kind of do this,
You point to,
Cinder, and I pointed out the Cinder.
Okay. Can I do an investigation check to see what I can like piece together just looking at the situation that's been pointed out to me?
yep, make an investigation check.
Investigation.
That is whatever it is, I figure it out.
That's a 34 with a natural
That's
20 plus 14. Wow. When this system works, it works nicely. You can see everything cleanly and easily. It's when it works. It's
Yeah.
great.
Not working.
Okay, so you got a 34. Cinder, this is clearly some kind of barachyle, sacrificial, necromantic slash summoning altar that has been purposefully built here.
Mm.
This also, it suggests there's some kind of I was going to say a shift, but maybe more of I guess a shift of focus from purely fiendish summoning magic to also a sort of a necromantic aspect to it,
Mm.
which hasn't been as much of a focus in the past that you've noticed.
Mm. It's necromancy, some sort of sacrificial altar.
Oh dear. That can't be good.
Should we go and do something about it, or do you wish to leave it be and proceed with the mission?
What do you think? You think destroying it would be any good? Do any good? I mean, or will it cause more trouble?
Destroying it would likely be a minor setback to them, unfortunately. Unless we can rid this district of them, that they would simply replace it.
I guess we should continue on then.
I think Cinder does stop and like make some notes about the location so that somebody else can investigate it in the future. But it's like
Okay.
it's not what we're here for right now.
Do you get any closer to it at all?
I would Cinder would actually absolutely skirt as far away from it as he could.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. All right, so you continue on then, moving closer to your first location. And so I'll move you both together. I have to press shift to do that. Okay. So this is about the next area where you can get to with a stealth check. Oh, okay, still plus 10.
Mm.
But that's yeah, it's a 4, not a 1. Okay, because you've got advantage.
Yeah.
All right, roll.
Fortunately, I've got advantage.
Yes. 32 plus 10.
There you go.
Fuck. It's a 42.
Well, that's the answer to the great question of life, the universe, and everything.
I know. And indeed, you passed without trace. Okay, so having arrived here pretty much invisibly, you, you don't believe you've been noticed by any dogs or birds of any description, but you can make a new perception check. Yeah. 20 for Nimue. Was it an 18 for Cinder? It does come up
Yep.
fast. I'm not so used to waiting for like a minute for everybody to roll.
I'm gonna have to reload the page because the dice log's just not updating for me on the thing.
Oh, really?
That's
Okay.
what I had to do.
I did reload recently, so that's probably why it's working for me. Okay. So you can see across this fairly blighted area between here and this big dome, which could well be the reference to this Megaron. Um, you can't tell what's inside that dome yet because you haven't arrived there.
Hmm.
But here, out in the open, you see another one of these sacrificial altars. It's very similar to the last one. And you can make what did you got a 20 for your perception and 18. Yeah, you notice that this one has there are some flags hanging around it, like these spears sticking up out of the ground on an angle in a circle around the altar in the center, where you can see skulls and corpses and things. Well, they're not so much corpses; they're really skeletons. Everything's rotted off them long ago. Um, but these sort of raggedy looking banners hanging tattered from these spears that are sticking up in a circle all around the primary altar. You can't quite make out what the banners say or represent at this distance. And it is kind of on the way to where you're going, but that being said, you're not likely to go, you wouldn't typically want to go through that open area. You would skirt around it, which is probably what you're likely to do anyway. But that being said, you will, by skirting around it, you still have to kind of get a little bit closer anyway, because you're still going towards the box, the Megaron.
Sure. Sure.
So yeah, how do you react? What do you think, do, say?
Can I note? Do I notice any other differences besides the flags between this and the previous one? Anything significant?
You can see there is a wagon that looks abandoned nearby it, and it's covered in looks like black oil or something. It's like something blackened about it. It's hard to see from here, but
Drizael did mention blackened wagons that had a strange smell to them. I believe this is one of them. What do you think?
Yeah. Do you want to get a closer look?
Given that we've connected these things, I think it is pertinent to investigate. Be prepared. This seems like necromancy, and I would not be surprised if there are guardians here.
Okay.
all right. So
you
You get a magic stone as well?
mentioned the magic stones already.
What are the magic stones? Magic stones, right?
Yep.
Oh, I found a bunch of videos on YouTube about slingshots. Fascinating. So low tech, so much damage.
Oh yeah,
and so easy to learn to use too.
Mm.
It's a very cool weapon actually.
I mean, if you look at the damage, a single sling bullet from a sling can kill a commoner.
In D&D,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be true. I mean, the thing about slings too is they scale. Like you can make a small sling, and you can also make a really big sling and put it on a stick. And
That's just a small trebuchet.
right, and then you get into trebuchets. Exactly, that's like the next level up. So yeah, quite fascinating. Anyway, so you guys are going to let me draw. Sort of go. Oh, that's, I don't want a straight line. I want a curly, curvy line. How do I don't want to, that's what it is. Line. That's a straight line too. Bugger. Brush. Does that work? Yes. Okay. So I'm imagining is sort of going through and around to get sort of through to here. That would be the way you would want to go. How do you? The actual altar itself is like here. I don't know why it did that weird spiky thing, but I'll go with it. How much closer do you want to get to? I mean, you could get onto the roof there, or go through the building and see if you can get any closer that way.
I kind of like the first thing you suggested, getting onto the roof.
Yeah, the roof.
All right. So we'll get an athletics check and a stealth check and then a perception check.
Oh boy.
I'm going to give Nimue a boost up. Give her the help action.
Okay. So you
So
get
you can
advantage on that
roll one
Nimue.
more time.
Yeah, roll it again.
Roll flat one more time.
And don't roll an 11. That's better.
17?
That's a bit better. All right. Okay.
All
So you
right.
managed to get up onto the roof, roundabouts here, which is where you
Perception.
can make a trip across the roof to up here.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get up
Stealth.
the. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get up.
So Nimue stealth
Okay.
is good.
Hang on.
My
Where's my sheet?
perception is 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Cinder has no problems getting up onto that roof.
Okay, cool. You just leap up
Nat
there.
20.
Nice.
Just like I think basically he doesn't even leap. He just like kind of like just looks at it and just like, oh yeah, I can just like walk
Well,
basically up a little pathway there.
you can
Oh,
follow.
jeez.
You've just seen Nimue go up there, so you have that advantage too. You've
Yeah.
just seen
Um.
somebody do it.
Yeah. Okay, and then stealth
All right, stealth.
is with pass without trace would be a 25, and then perception is a 22.
22 is the perception. Okay. So you guys notice that these corpses that are dressed up somewhat ceremonially, and laid out on this altar, and they've kind of been twisted and turned into this. It's like a satire, a parody of some kind um, of anything good and holy has been turned upside down in this manner. But you also notice that the the flags, amongst them, you're able to make out one of the flags of Jadalam and one of the houses of Umbranor and House Bentharam and Karkanos are all represented amongst these flags. These are the high houses of Vangate. Um, and you immediately would realize that these families would not be the least bit impressed that someone is digging up their dead and then using them for this weird shit.
Mm. So Cinder is going to use his magical tinkering feature to record an image of this, just so that, because I don't think that people would believe him if he said that he saw this.
Okay, so he's taking a photo.
Effectively, yes.
Okay,
He's just like just a small sheet of velum probably, and just just really getting a good look at it, cementing it in his mind's eye, and then just boing, onto the velum. Then
okay,
rolls it up carefully, names it bag and folding.
all right, very good. Um, Now I have to find the next correct map to show you.
Because the other thing is, this is definitely very good political ammunition against the Barakyle.
Right. Let me find the thing I need. That's good, but not it. Oh, you know what? I'll just use one of my generic prefab generic maps. Where'd you go? Generic. Here we go. That's what I want. Okay, I'm just moving you over to what is essentially a mock-up of my vinyl battle map. Now we need you guys to put on there. So we'll have Cinder, and we'll have Nimue, and I will do the draw thing again. Brush, right. Okay, so you're on a rooftop, which kind of occupies this space here. And over here is the altar. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. About 70 feet away. Makes sense. I could have just measured that. Why did I do that? The dome itself is up here in the top right. All through over here is rubble. Whoop, 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 whoop. And you made perception checks. Yeah, 22 and 20. That was a little while ago. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is kind of
24.
right, 24. Right. And the flags are sort of in a circle around the altar, like so. Some of this is difficult terrain and some of this is very difficult terrain. This is the very difficult terrain out here. Everything else is, yeah, more or less difficult. Some of it, like if you can see the texture on the actual map itself, let us say that the lighter color is the least difficult.
Mm.
All right. This is a balcony that you're on, and you're currently hiding on it below the edge of the balcony here, which is on probably this is like 3 to 4 floors up now. Haven't gotten up here because you did your athletics to get up here. And you came in from that direction. Came in there. All right. Okay, so what do you want to do? You've done your drawing business, huh? That's what you're in the midst of doing. All right, Nimue, what are you doing while he's drawing?
Just having to look around, seeing the easiest way to work our way over to our goal.
Because you wanting to get over here, basically, next.
Yes.
Is your intention. Okay. Oh, really? No access? You fucking kidding me? You are kidding. Come on. Why would I not have access? All right. So make a perception check for me. I guess you guys can do it again because you're busy drawing and she's planning and you're looking around carefully, trying to hide and look around simultaneously.
To be fair, the ability I used only takes an action, but he probably takes a minute to just like make sure he gets all the details.
Right. Yeah. That would be the case. Yeah. Okay. What happened?
My third natural 20 of the night.
Wow. Okay. All right. I need to check a thing. Oops, that's not what I want. I want the arrow. Give me a minute. Sorry.
No worries.
All right. Actually, this would be the way to do this. Now, just in case, I might get you to roll initiative. So you still have your initiative, your inspirations. That's good.
Do it this way. Initiative.
Cinder, did you roll a 13?
Yes.
Okay, good. Nimue, did you roll a 4?
Yep.
Okay, good, good. All right. Let me have a look at a thing. Okay. Okay. All right. Cinder, can you make one more perception, or you can both make one more perception check, actually.
What did I get with my last one?
Oh, did I not check that one?
Yeah.
Perception. Did you get a natural 20?
Yeah.
Was that it?
26.
Okay. All right. You notice that on the floor, on the ground, around here and here and here, in fact, in a wide arc around this, you see what appear to be smaller flags planted in the ground that have arcana written on them.
Mm. Can I get a
Make an
sense of...
arcana check if you want.
Okay, yeah. I would like... Yes, I would like to.
Yep. Wow. Is it your fourth natural 20? I see D&D Beyond is doing its thing where somebody's getting stuck on
Well,
one
the thing is,
dice.
I'm getting other numbers in between.
Right. Well, that's cool. All right. So you
I'll make it
realize
low just in case, but yeah.
I don't care.
I don't have to worry about doing Arcana check.
If it does what it does. You realize that as you're here, these flags are actually kind of beginning to crumble before your eyes. And before one of them crumbles, you manage to get just enough of a look at the sigils that are written on it that tell you this is some kind of alarm spell.
Uh-oh.
And the ones that are closest to you, which are, where's my draw thing gone? You know, sort of in this area, because they kind of go all the way around. These ones here have fallen apart and sort of started flaking away as crumbled away to dust. And as that happens, you see 3 of the bodies on the altar rise up.
unpleasant.
Having risen up,
Exactly.
the first one begins to move towards you in your direction. It moves to here. It just sort of floats. So it comes across in your direction and it shoots a blast up in your direction. It's kind of doesn't seem to be very accurate, but it seems to be firing something, some sort of necromantic energy wave shoots out and smashes into the wall about here, causing a bunch of rubble to fly off. You get the impression that it doesn't know exactly where you are. Then the second one of those creatures, let me find him. Ping for me. Yes, this guy. Okay, so this guy moves forward a few steps and then he turns invisible.
Hmm.
And Cinder, it's your turn.
Okay, so we're relatively high up.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, this guy here is floating.
Yes.
How far above the ground?
Let me check a thing. Um, about he's rising. He's moving
Okay.
from 5 feet. He's at 5 feet above the ground at the moment. You get the impression that he's starting to rise.
Okay. Uh, God damn it. Sorry, just trying to get my uh because I tried messed with my laptop. It didn't keep the option to measure while moving token, so I'm gonna move basically to the edge. You're
Yeah.
How far is that? Still slightly out of range of that. Okay. All right. These guys are no longer grouped. Uh, actually, how far apart are these guys? 20 feet. No, it's too far apart. Uh, all right. Well, that closest guy is just a little too far away, so basically I'm just gonna use my action to cast Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay. Roll
Yep.
to hit.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that twice. Sorry.
That's all right. What did you
The
get?
first one was a 15.
15 hits.
Oh, cool.
It's that guy.
20 fire damage.
25 damage. Okay.
Yep.
Minus 20. All right. Very good. Let me just check his resistances in case he has. That seems to do a full 20 points of fire damage as far as you can tell. All
Okay,
right.
and I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith
All right. So
on
you raise
myself.
your AC by 2. Okay.
Yep,
What does that bring your AC to?
21.
21. Nice. All right. So the next creature. Um, is that him? Or have I moved the wrong ones? That's that guy. Yeah, okay, let me switch these guys' positions. He's there. He's there. That's my mistake. Okay. Double check. Yep, okay, so he's there. He is going to he casts some sort of you think it's mage armor or something along those lines.
Hmm.
And then he drifts across here 30 feet to about here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else has he got up his sleeve? Yeah, it's about it. Okay. Nimue, you're
All right,
last.
I'm last. Yeah,
Yeah.
slingshot.
Slingshot. So you stand up. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah,
All right, roll the
stand
hit.
up.
You could use if you're not moving, you could use bonus action to steady aim to give yourself advantage on the first attack.
Okay. Help if I get in the right spot.
So you're standing in
Goodness.
position.
Stand up.
I'll give you a chance to move as close as the edge of the balcony if that's what you wish. That way you can cover an extra 10 feet, even
Okay.
before you even do that. Because I'm imagining
Um,
you'd be looking over the edge of the balcony when you were making your examinations. Okay, so having said that, all right, so you use steady aim and you're taking a shot at who?
Blue guy first.
Blue guy first, all right.
There are
Roll to
two
hit.
of them next together.
There are 5 feet between them.
yeah, so they're close enough for your two birds sling to bounce.
Ricochet.
Her magic item does it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you're going to try and ricochet one off the other. Go to go.
27.
27. Yeah, that hits. Okay, so that ricochets, I assume.
Yep.
So we'll do damage on the first one. That's the blue guy, you said. So he
And
takes
don't forget
11.
Plus your sneak attack.
So 11 plus sneak
Yeah.
attack. Bring me your sneak attack next.
Sneak attack. Sneak attack. 9.
So another 9. Okay,
And
so
this is all bludgeoning damage if that makes a difference.
Is this magical bludgeoning damage?
It is magical bludgeoning damage.
So it seems to hit normally.
Okay. Fair. I know some undead are weak to bludgeoning.
Skeletons usually.
True. I don't know what these are.
Yeah.
And do you want to ricochet that shot to the other one?
Yeah.
All right. Roll your ricochet. Your ricochet.
Do I roll the hit again?
I believe so.
Yep. Yep. You're just rolling flat this time.
So
Okay.
no advantages.
17 to hit.
17. This guy. Yep, that hits.
And just your damage normally.
My magic stone damage. 10.
10. Okay. 10 to red or orange guy.
Should be
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Very good.
orange.
And now she's got her extra attack.
Extra attack. Bring it. This is your next sling attack, I take it.
Yep.
I love it when people run slings just for the flavor.
Sling attack. 23.
23, that hits. Is this blue guy again?
Yep.
Okay, blue guy.
And I can ricochet again, can I? Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
damage for him.
Damage for him is 8.
Okay, -8. All right, roll your ricochet.
Ricochet. 29 to hit.
Okay, yep, that hits your orange dude. Doing more damage to the orange dude so far than you've done to your main target.
9.
This is because he's not expecting these stones to be bouncing at him from weird angles.
Right. Right. Okay, very good. That's your turn. Do you have any bonus actions or anything?
She used her bonus action.
Used your bonus action, right? Okay, so you're pretty much done, unless you want to move
What
away.
about
She can't move if she used steady aim.
All right. Okay, that's
Yeah.
true. Okay, so you're pretty much tied up then. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to our first guy then, who is the blue guy. Blue guy is going to, first of all, he's going to, how many of these does he get? Ooh. Okay, so this guy's aiming at Nimue. What's your AC, Nimue?
My AC is 21.
Okay, so the first attack wildly misses you. It's not a 1 or anything, but it doesn't come anywhere near hitting you. Second attack. 24.
That
Now,
hits.
how close are you guys together?
Probably about 5 feet.
Okay, what's your AC there, Cinder?
21.
21. So the stat block says this. It says ranged attack, blah, blah, blah to hit. Range is such and such. Then it says 1 or 2 targets, and then it gives damage. So I'm assuming I can hit both of you, given that you're close
I
together, but it
I
doesn't
don't know how
really,
that works. I don't know what we're fighting, and so I don't want to look it up.
no, it doesn't really describe how it works. Um, okay, I'm not going to fuck with that. It sounds too hard. I'll just stick to you, Nimue. You're taking the following amount of, you take 14 necrotic damage. Then you need to make a saving throw, strength saving throw, as shadowy tendrils wrap around you.
16.
Okay, you pass. You fight them off. They are unable to gain purchase. Okay, deep, 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 deep. Double check. Charisma. Oh, that would have been clever. Oh well. Okay, so then, having done that, he flies. Is that the guy that was flying? No, the other guy was flying, wasn't he? So he just moves 30 feet. 5, 10, 30 feet up to here. Now he's below you 3 floors, which makes him a little bit harder to hit. You have to get up and over the edge to shoot down at him, which does expose you. You get like no cover from that. Whereas if you're behind this wall from here on, you can have half cover. As long as you're behind it, and you sort of pop up to shoot. Otherwise, if you lean over, you get 0 cover to hit anyone forward of this mark. Pretty much, you'll have no cover to hit them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so our next guy is over here. He is going to. Oh, that's fun. Okay. He's going to use his action to cast a spell. That is an action. Yes, it is. All right. So he teleports all the way behind you. Woof. Oh, you could. That's right. He was invisible. He's probably no longer invisible because he teleported. I don't think.
Yeah, if he does he
That would
is he
break the
using an
spell.
ability to turn if he's using yeah if
No,
he's
it's a
using the
spell. It's a
spell and
spell.
if he's using the spell invisibility, it breaks it.
Yeah, it's an innate spell, but it's oh no, he's
Yeah,
a spell caster. Yeah.
yeah.
So it would break it. Okay,
Yeah.
so he appears behind you, and that's pretty much his turn at this point. Cinder, you are next. You can make a
Well,
perception check to see whether you heard him appear or
okay,
noticed
yeah,
him appear
that's a
behind
good
you.
question. That's a good point.
Because given that he was invisible,
I don't
oh,
think Cinder notices him.
I don't think Cinder notices him either. Nimue, you better make a perception check too to see whether you notice him. I'm going to make a
Okay.
dex check to see whether or not his stealthy is very good. Okay. Well,
17.
Nimue, I think you hear a slight fizzle and a slight pop as weight is suddenly put upon the stones behind you. The cobblestones behind you suddenly are bearing weight. And so you turn behind you and you see what is essentially what looks like a noble, or the skeleton of a noble dressed in robes, like a mage. behind you.
There's a sword.
Okay. So Cinder, what did you have your turn?
No, I was just about to, and since I didn't notice him, I'm just figuring out what the best my best option is. I'm just making sure I break concentration. Um, yeah, given that I think he's yellow's still out of range of that, and I don't really want to lean over. I'm just gonna firebolt yellow again.
Firebolt yellow. Okay, roll to hit.
Okay, hang on. Just finding it. 18,
18 will hit.
14 damage.
14 damage to yellow.
Or red or whatever it is.
That guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, orange actually is what he looks like to me. Yeah,
Okay,
that
because
guy.
he's got a
That guy.
yellow ring around, which is the most obvious thing.
Oh, right. I see what you mean. Yeah, they've all, yeah. Okay, the other guy also does. But yes, okay,
He's good.
got you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. That guy. Good.
Yep.
That's your turn. And now other bonus actions, movement.
Mm, yeah, I think I'll save my spell slots for now.
Okay, fair call. All right. The guy that you just struck, um, he had cast fly. So how fast can he move with fly?
If he casts fly, he has to make a concentration check.
Ah, yep, good point. Okay, we'd do a con save. Um, I no, that was you. Oh, he fails. All right, so he drops back down 5 feet to the ground. Doesn't hurt him, but he just sort of scuffs back down to the ground. He probably goes down on one knee and grazes his knee for a moment and stands up. I'll give him a point of damage.
1 point for Scuffney.
For a scuffed knee, exactly. And he makes a noise. Then he is going to, what's the range on this? 120 feet. That will reach you. Cinder, can you make a wisdom save, please?
Apparently not.
Really? What'd you get?
5.
Okay.
Oops.
Do you have anything against being charmed?
Yes, I'm immune.
You're immune. Okay, so that probably won't work at all then. Um, you can make an Arcana check to see if you can figure out what he tried to do to you.
Yeah, all right, that sounds fun. Yes, 26.
You've heard of a spell called Crown of Madness,
Hmm.
um, which you're very glad that it didn't work because it would have sent you insane and caused you to attack Nimue, probably, or possibly thrown yourself off the balcony. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? All right, so that fails, and he still has movement despite the fact that he's now hit the ground. I'll steal 5 feet of movement from him, so he can only move 25 feet now. So he comes up to here.
How much of that is difficult terrain?
True. You're right. Let's move him back a bit. Okay, that's fair. Good point. And Nimue, it's your turn.
And noticing the guys behind me, I
So
don't.
you notice him. Yep.
Cinder, there's someone behind us, and I pull out my rapier.
All right. So you spin around with your rapier, drawing your rapier. Cinder probably notices that at the very least anyway. So
Yeah.
now you're aware that there's somebody behind you. Okay. And Nimue, you're going to attack this guy.
Yep,
Very good. Let's make a roll to hit.
19.
And
That
I'm within 5 feet of this guy, right?
Yep, you're all within 5 feet of each. Oh, he would be 5 feet back.
Yeah.
Nimue would have to move 5 feet to get to him.
Okay. Actually, If she moves 5 feet and moves around him,
So
she
like
can
here
force him to make a strength save to move him.
to move him. What do you mean?
Swarmkeeper. She can force him to make a strength save or be moved to where she wants him within up to 15 feet.
Wow. Okay. Does your swarm come out and do some shit, does it?
That's what the ability is.
Wow. Okay. So his strength save is a big fail. 6. So where do you move him? You can move him 15 feet, is it?
If she moves him to where Cinder is, she can get her sneak attack on her second attack. She hasn't rolled damage
There
for the
we
first
go.
one
Oh,
yet.
like so if she can move him to like here, somewhere in
Yeah.
there, like that probably
Yep.
is the easiest, to be fair.
Yep.
Okay. So
We
you
get
move him to
flanking
there.
too.
Oh, you could get
Yeah.
flanking. Move to get flanking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get flanking.
You learn how to play D&D there, Christina.
Yeah. Nice.
I think you officially know how to play D&D now. That's fuck yeah. Okay, go on. Advantage to
Right.
hit, and you get sneak attack.
All right, I got damage on this one still.
Yep.
9.
You do get 2d6 fire damage, which is the
I
same
was
as
getting ready to get it.
yeah. Nice.
So did you already hit him?
Fire
Did you?
damage.
Where was your to hit roll? That was the 19. Right, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So you did 9 points of fire damage to
No,
No,
9 points of piercing plus fire.
Oh, okay.
this
So
is fire.
let me just check to see if he's got any special additions. No, it doesn't make any difference. Okay. So it's all the same damage. So it's total of how much damage?
That'd be 15 on the first attack, and she's still got her second attack.
Minus 15 from the first attack. And that does not include sneak attack yet, does it?
No.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Advantage.
I'll also add that he's raising his claw, and you can see this icy, frosty, like hoarfrost wrapping around his hand. And 25 to hit again. Yep. But we haven't done your sneak attack damage, did we?
Yeah, that's
No, not
on
yet.
this one.
Oh, that's on this one. Okay. All right. So 10
piercing.
10
and
piercing.
fire.
Right. Piercing and fire. 10.
11 fire.
Minus
Nice.
10. And then minus 11.
And then sneak attack.
And then add your
And
sneak attack.
sneak attack. Go down here for sneak attack.
So another plus 9.
9.
Okay, so minus 9. Okay, done.
That's
He
30
is,
points of damage in one attack.
he appears technically bloodied. There's like dust pouring out of the inside of him. It's not blood, it's dust. As you slash open his armor, basically, and yeah. Okay, cool. Now your swarm. What kind of swarm is it?
This is dragonflies.
Dragonflies, okay. All right, so your dragonflies have pulled him over there, and they're sort of buzzing around him all at the same time. They're a little bit in Cinder's face too, I would expect, although they're not hurting Cinder. And he's raised his claw, it's gone all icy, and then you've cut him open, and dust comes pouring out from inside his robes. Okay. And that's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, well done. All right, so Blue, Mr. Blue.
Doobie-doo-wop.
Doobie-doo-wop, yeah. He is going to use his turn to cast Fly and fly up. Zoop. And he lands on the edge behind and opposite Cinder in order to gain advantage on his next attack. That's about all he can do on his turn, I think, given that he cast a spell. So that's him. Then it is Mr. You just cut him open and did all that shit to him. It's his turn. So he is using his Deathly Claw. Wait, he has, what is it called? Oh, don't forget that. Okay. Let's see. Oh my god, that's got 120 range. I thought it was a melee attack. Anyway, never mind. You know what? I'll just use my Deathly Claw instead. So he has advantage now to hit Cinder from behind. Although Cinder, you probably would hit. Oh, 26 to hit. I think that
Yeah,
hits.
that'll hit.
Okay, so necrotic damage to the tune of 10 points from the first attack. The second attack, yeah, I'll do the same thing again.
I'm gonna take a reaction in the middle of that.
Okay,
Can I get him to make a dex save, please? Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke. Yep, fair. No, 13. Well, probably not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how much does he take from that?
17 fire.
Oh, that's a massive, massive reaction. Hellish Rebuke is cool, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And that's only about like that's a little over half its maximum damage.
It's like it's a seriously powerful reaction spell slot that you never know when you're going to get to use it, but it's when you do, it's pretty good. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so you hit him with fire. He doesn't like it for flavor. Doesn't do any
Yeah.
extra damage,
Well,
but he doesn't like it.
I don't like him doing. I don't like him hitting me with necrotic, but here
Fair.
we are.
Here we are. All right, so his second weapon attack, his second claw attack, um, this time he is going to use. No, he can't do that because that is a spell. So he has to do his. That is okay. He still has advantage. 25 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, this does 11 points of necrotic damage. To Cinder. All right, that's his turn. Cinder, it's your turn.
Okay. Uh, I'm going to make Bale his problem.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yes, Cinder. Yes.
Okay, so I've got flanking, so advantage on the first attack.
20 hits.
Okay.
You're hitting the
Damage.
yellow guy, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Hell,
Okay.
that's 8 damage on the first attack.
Okay, 8 damage. So he's already bloodied.
Yep.
So more dust comes pouring out of him. He's
Yep.
getting thinner.
Yep. Second attack
That'll knock the
is
stuffing out of him.
17.
Yep.
That is
16
16 damage.
Oof.
You know what? Cinder doesn't like these guys, so he is going to spin up a spiritual weapon and attack with that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very good.
Okay. So
Bonus action, spiritual weapon. Where do you put that? Do you
Yeah.
have a token for that?
I do not have a token for that, but just drop it, like, say, maybe just drop a generic token maybe here.
Yep. Give me a second and I'll do that.
I didn't make my attack roll yet, so okay. Let's see. So that is 29 to hit.
Okay. I don't have a spiritual weapon, but I have this, which is technically something completely different, but it looks like a weapon.
That'll work.
All right. And where did you say you wanted it?
Uh,
Over there. Okay, cool.
yeah. So imagine a 29 hits.
29 does hit. Yes.
5 points of force damage.
-5. Okay, very good. Thank you, Cinder. That's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. All right, the guy that's still down the bottom, he is also going to. He's wishing that he had stood next to his friend who cast Dimension Door, because then they would have both come up here together. So instead, he's gonna. Yeah, he's going to Dimension Door himself up there as well. He's going to come over here, though, a little way back on the balcony. Oh, mind you, can't see there. He has to only go where he can see. So he goes to here. All right. And given that's his action, doesn't really have a bonus action. Yeah. All right, that's his turn. Nimue, it's your turn.
Anyways, back to using her rapier on the same guy.
Okay.
Come on. There we go. Roll to hit. Oh, I forgot advantage.
All
Whoops.
right, roll again.
Just roll
18 will
flat.
hit, but you might get a crit.
No.
Not with the 13. But still. All right, so you hit.
6 damage and then
6 damage.
fire.
Yep. Another 5. Okay. And then
I don't get sneak attack, right?
You do get sneak attack
you
because you got
do,
advantage,
because Cinder's
and
behind you and you have.
within
There.
5 feet of the enemy.
Yep,
Oh,
you do.
okay. Just making sure.
Yep.
Sneak attack. 7.
Okay, so this time you actually kill him.
Yay, we got one down.
So he is out for the count, and all of the dust just pours out of him, and he sinks to the floor, and all that's left is his clothes and his skull and a few bones inside of his clothes. But to all intents and purposes, he's dead again. Okay. Do you have any other actions or bonus actions?
She's still got her second
What?
attack.
Okay.
I still got my second attack.
All right. So
How
his
far
body's
is
there,
the-
so that's difficult terrain. The next
around
guy.
him?
Yeah. 5, 10, 15.
And get the
Yep.
blue guy?
Yep. So you want to move to like here.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll put you over here. Very good.
It's
So
on Cinder.
Okay. So that guy is standing on the edge. He's got his feet kind of, his feet are like almost bent over, trying to hold on. This is more flavor than anything, but yes. All right.
24 to
24.
hit.
Yeah,
If
okay.
you haven't used your Swarm Keeper ability, do you want to try and push him as well?
Oh, yeah. We can do that.
Try and push him
So
off.
with so strength save.
Okay. Strength save. Um, oh, okay. Yep. So that's a big fail. He rolls a 2. So you're pushing him off the edge. That's the plan. Just throw him off. All right. Do you push
Throw
him?
him
That's
off.
plus her damage.
Okay. Plus your damage. So you also, hang on. All right. The rapier damage from the first attack. Is that?
Yes.
7.
Okay. So
Plus
we take
your fire.
7 plus fire.
Okay. So blue guy
5
-7 -5.
plus
Okay.
5.
Okay. Well, for me, it's the
Oh.
opposite because I'm minusing from his hit points. Okay. And how far does it
didn't
push him?
even-
15 feet, right?
Up to 15 feet if she wants. Yeah.
So do you want to
Yeah,
go the full
15
15 feet out and then he
Yeah.
falls? So it goes 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, and then he falls 3 floors. Okay. So he takes 3d6 damage, falling damage. Can you roll 3d6 for me?
D6. 1, 2, 3. Roll.
Okay, so he takes remarkably little damage because even though that he takes even less than that because it turns out he's resistant to bludgeoning damage.
Nah.
So he only takes 3
Man.
hit points from
But
the
at least
fall.
he's not up here in our. It's one less up here in our face.
Yes.
Yeah, he's not on top of Cinder.
That is correct. That is all correct. Yes. Okay. So that's got anything else there, Nimue?
Yep, that's it.
That's it. Okay. So funnily enough, it's his turn. He collects himself using half his movement to get to his feet. Pulls himself up off the ground. Not a happy undead is he. Now you are visible over the wall because you're right next to the wall. So he is going to cast Crown of Madness on you, and you're going to make a wisdom save.
Oh no. Wisdom save. Be good.
Yeah,
24.
you feel the sensation come over you, wash over you, and then past you, and then it's gone. And so for a moment, you feel this madness inhabit your brain, and everything is your enemy, and you want to just murder everything, but you shake it off. All right, very good. He then moves up to the edge of the wall below. So now he's out of direct visible line of sight. And that's his turn. Okay, the dead guy, I'll remove him from the initiative tracker. Cinder, it's your turn.
Okay. Going to skirt around Nimue and go over and put myself here. Just gonna check
Okay.
the thing. Okay, I'm going to use a bonus action to move my spiritual weapon. That's as far as I can move it. I don't think moving it down, even if I could see the other guy, would be. I don't think 20 feet would be enough to reach him.
No.
Okay, so I just basically have moved it up
To
for
there.
subsequent rounds. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to start swinging again.
All right, roll to hit.
Yeah, just trying to find. Okay, yeah, here we go. 17.
Hits.
That's 18 points of damage.
Woof. Okay. Yep. He's bloodied.
Yep. Second attack.
Dust flies out.
Is a 28 to hit?
Yeah. Another 19.
19 points of damage. That's max damage.
Wow. Okay. It's 19. All right. Yep. You're chomping into him. All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn, yes.
All right. And you moved your spiritual weapon, so that's your bonus
I
action.
moved it as much as I could. It only goes 20 feet, which is a little sad, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel your pain in Baldur's Gate.
At least in this game, you can't attack the spiritual weapon.
I know. That's fucking annoying, isn't it? You cast spiritual weapon and then they all, mind you, it makes a really good distraction, actually. It's
fair.
It's quite good for drawing mobs off sometimes. Okay, so what am I doing? This guy. Okay, so the guy that you're next to, he is going to move to here. So he hasn't left your space yet. Then he just continues to move down. That's probably all of his movement to get to here. So he's no longer, you can't just throw him off the edge. He's seen you do that to the other guy. He's like, I'm not going to let you do that shit again. He is going to cast Arms of Hadar, which I have to actually look up to make sure I know what I'm talking about. It's loading very slowly. Hang on. Okay, so it is range of self 10 feet, instant strength save. Dark tendrils of energy erupt from his body and batter everyone within 10 feet of him. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you take X amount of necrotic damage and can't take reactions until your next turn. On a successful save, you take half damage. So, Cinder, you failed.
Now,
Nimue, how
now
far
here's
away are you?
here's a question. So I have an ability that lets me. So Flash of Genius, I can use when I fail a saving throw. Can I use Flash of Genius on this, or does it prevent me from using it? That
does it prevent you? Why would it prevent you from using it?
Because it's a reaction.
Right.
So which order do they happen in is my question.
That's a great question. Well, because it's more fun for me, I'm going to say that it can't.
Okay, fair.
Just to be mean, because you're going to smash these guys in a minute, and this is all the fun I can get. Okay, so Nimue, you're also within 10 feet. I checked.
I got a 14.
You got a 14. That actually meets and beats, so you take half damage. So what did I say? It was 2d something. 2d6. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to roll 2d6 damage for you. All right, it's 9 damage is the total. So Cinder takes all 9, and you take 4 points of damage, Nimue. Necrotic damage. And Cinder, you can't use your reactions. And any other effects there? No. Okay, cool. All right, very good. That's his turn. Nimue, it's your turn.
I covered the distance and I go after him with my rapier.
All right, so you're going to
So
move
if you
to like
just-
there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move you over there. All
Actually,
right,
I can go around
you
and
can.
get flanking.
You can. Damn it, you
Get
noticed.
flanking. Yes, I noticed.
All right, go on then. You have advantage.
Advantage. $26 to
26.
hit.
26. That hits. Go on then.
First damage 9.
So -9. Yep. Next.
Fire damage is 9.
Also 9. Okay.
And sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this time.
Nice.
8.
8.
All right. So we've already told you that he's bloodied, so more and more dust is coming out of him. Yep.
And attack 2.
What?
Second extra attack.
Oh,
My second attack.
go on then.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
28. Woof. Woof.
Damage 13
13.
plus fire.
Yeah.
10.
He explodes in a cloud of dust. All right. So he's
2
dead.
down.
2 down. Yep. And is that the end of your turn, Nimue?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, that guy can't see you, so you could use your bonus action to hide if you felt like it.
You could use your bonus action to hide if you
I
want.
thought that might be. It's not a reaction, is it?
No,
not
it's a
reaction.
bonus action.
It's a bonus action for you. Everybody
Yeah,
else
I
has to
can
use it as an
hide.
action.
And you succeeded your save anyway, so even if it was a reaction, you could still do it.
Oh, okay, then yeah,
That's true,
bonus
yeah.
action hide.
All right. So
Okay.
you are hidden. Okay. So he is going to run away. No, he's not going to run away. He is going to dimension door like his friend. However, he's going the fuck over here. He probably can't see that far. He can go to there. All right, so he dimension doors up to there. Having done that, he uses his movement to get down off it. And he comes in over here. See, I learn. I also learn. All right, and that's probably all of his movement and his action. He doesn't have a bonus action at present, so that's that. Cinder, it's your turn. Now you're going, damn it, why did I move my spiritual weapon in this direction? I could have left it there and I would have been closer, but
Pretty much. Basically, Cinder's just going to ignore the spiritual weapon at this point.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically just like, so he's just going to move back towards this guy. Can't quite get there.
Okay.
So rather than dashing, he is going to, with his free hand, draw his javelin and just like throw the javelin at this guy.
Okay. Roll to hit. Is this a normal javelin?
No, magical.
Okay.
16 to hit.
Just hits. Penetrates through his...
Okay, so that's 11 piercing damage. The javelin bamfs back to his hand,
Yep.
and he throws it again.
Okay. 17
Uh,
hits. Yep.
6 damage this
6
time.
this time. Okay, very good. He is just bloodied.
And
Alright.
that's my turn.
That's your turn. All right, Nimue.
Anyway, okay.
Nimue, Nimue.
Hmm. Well, I guess I gotta step out of hiding and move to the side where I don't hit Cinder and use the slingshot.
Okay, so is this a sneak attack? Because you're
Yep.
breaking out of sneak attack, yeah.
Yep. Sneak, sneak, sneak attack. Slingshot. 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
We go down here to Magic Stone. 9 damage. Sneak
9
attack.
damage. Okay, -9. Yep. That's another 7.
7.
Okay, -7. Yep. What else you
Second
got?
attack.
Mm-hmm.
25 to hit.
That hits.
Magic Stones. 7 damage.
Okay, another
Now I
7.
have piercing damage from the
You can add piercing.
dragonflies.
You can add piercing damage if you as well.
All right.
That's what I said from the
Yep.
dragonflies.
All right, so was it
1d6.
Go on then.
1d6.
Getting good at this.
Getting there.
Another 4, eh?
4.
Okay. All right. He doesn't look all too happy about any of this, although he doesn't look like he looks very happy very often. So there's that. Okay, cool. So it's his turn now. And rather than hang out here where you're going to run up to him and hit him with a big fucking gate axe, he is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. At which point he is going to cast Grave Bolt, which is his cantrip, at Cinder. Technically, it's not really a cantrip, but it's his free ranged spell attack. 16?
Nope.
No? Okay. That just blasts a big chunk of stone off the roof, however. 16 again. So these big explosions are happening like around you. And it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement to get up to him.
Okay.
And actually, you know what? I'm going to move a bit to one side.
Okay.
So Nimue's got a clear line of fire.
Yeah. Let's say that's a wall that you came down over.
Yep. That's fine. Yep. So, and then basically just stow the javelin and wail on him with bail. Or am I going to
Okay.
bail on him?
You're going to bail. Okay. Good luck.
That's a 17 to hit.
Yep.
16 damage.
Yep. -16.
Second attack.
Yep.
19.
Yep.
And that's another 13 damage.
Is that your last attack?
That's my last attack, yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Hilarious. Okay. That's okay. So Nimue, it is your turn.
Did you say there was a wall in the way?
No, no, no. I'll show you where the wall is. I'll draw it in for you just to make it really clear. Basically, the wall is here. And you guys came down here. Let's imagine that's a ladder to get in there.
Okay, better phrase it. Do I still have a clear line of shot?
Yeah, you can shoot straight across there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to sling.
All right.
Sling,
Back to your
sling.
sling. Very good. 23. Can you do 1 point of damage?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he explodes. And yeah, that's him. Boof, he is down, gone, vaporized. Well,
Cinder basically went.
it was a sling attack. Yeah, Cinder almost
Had him.
had him.
Yeah, I mean, like, one thing I've realized about Bale's ability, one of Bale's abilities where it's like he adds damage the more I kill. The problem is I have to be the one killing, and quite often I'm finding that I'm not quite doing it because I need that extra damage to get the kills, and not getting the kills, so I don't get the extra damage.
Right.
But Bale's pretty powerful in other ways, but
Right, but that particular effect,
it's a little bit frustrating in actual practice.
Ah,
We can look at it next time when it gets an upgrade.
yeah. Cool. All right. Well, having done that, 10:26. I might be able to find some time during the week we can finish this little adventure.
Yeah.
Just for a little
Basically
side quest.
any night except Saturday for me.
All right. Let's see how tomorrow's going.
I mean, if Barry's
Okay.
feeling better, he could maybe sneak in Milford.
True. Yep, we'll see how he is.
Yeah, if he's feeling better, I mean, Milford is the sort of person who would be just like, hey, I heard you guys were having fun without me.
True. All right. Well, I will catch up with you tomorrow in any case.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you for your game. I hope you had
Thank
some
you
fun.
for
Thank you.
hosting.
No worries.
Thank you.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
No problem. How are you enjoying the VTT?
It's definitely better than just purely theater of the mind. There are things that are good for theater of the mind, but just if we're trying to be like realistic about combat and terrain and everything,
Right.
I think
just
the VTT
drawing that
is
map was quite
yeah.
effective, eh?
It's basically it's the same as like the rollout map. It just gives us that frame of reference.
Yeah.
And it's just making sure we're all on the same page as far as the terrain and the tactics goes.
Right. I was looking for a stamp I could put on that map that I made for this particular map, because that's what it's for, of like a coffee stain. Just to
That would be
make it,
hilarious.
Watermark.
yeah, like a
Watermark.
coffee, exactly. So it looked like a proper vinyl battle map.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good night then, ladies and gentlemen. And we will
You
catch
too.
up soon. Oh,
Yep.
excuse me. I'll stop the recording.
Yep.
Here we go.
Good morning for me.
Yeah.
Let's stop.